Any day I go to the house late, I go buy something for road. Very important. If as you don't near, I just buy something, just call my wife for phone, say, there's a man where your wife, they worry, say, make him make sure. Say, make him need to come back late. One day he late now. He go house late. The wife don't call him. Where you there now? Where you there now? Because, okay, I wanted to, I stop by. Stop by where? If you don't come this house, I go scatter sin. Okay, let me leave it. Leave what? I stopped by Orazi. I saw this gun. Okay. Take your time. You need money. And not just men, women too, you know that when you have money, there's a level of disrespect that will never come near you. If you are the girl where they ask for urgent 2K, that's when you go to say, if you don't come here now, I don't come out. Yes. My Pastor Kenny used to say, when your man takes you out, if you buy the food, buy drink, pay for drink, the person pay for food. If you be saying that because of that food didn't pay for him, come begin to tell you, I will sleep with you. You know, say I spend. You say, I spend. You spend. How can we sleep with each other? You want to sleep with me because you spend. I don't want to sleep with you because I spend. Can we minus and cancel it? You cannot just allow yourself like that to be. I'm talking about prosperity, the essence. That's why I like that you are learning this, so you'll be different. So that you will be able to also buy your car. You cannot tell me that because you're a woman, you don't. Independent women, you know, independent women have respect. Any man will say they don't like you because you have money, you are lucky, you don't avoid winch. The man that don't want you to have money so that they will be controlling you in here, I will send you out of my house. You not try it. My house rent, when I pay 1.8, my wife will add 2 million. I mean, we add 200. That's 2 million naira. So now me and her, they pay the house. How will I send her out of the house? 1 hour, 2.9 they pay. Even if she's paying for toilet, how will I use the toilet? So the women in this place, learn what you want to learn. Make money for yourself. So that your husband will know that if he wants to play with you, you have money to play with. Do I have a weakness in this place? Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Hate poverty. Hate it by all means. There is no respect for poor man. Then go do family meeting. They no go call you. Then go no go call you. Then go drop them for. They go drop them for family WhatsApp group. Oh, now home meeting will not be one stress you. So I know waste transport. Am I talking to someone here? Even girls, when they want to, that's why the two things, you poor, you short. You are physically challenged. That's why I work hard though. When I see myself, I say, you don't get money, you don't get height, you're not supposed to get life. So those of you that are even poor, learn this tech the more. Exploit, do something. We want to see you come out and then you can represent yourself well. Don't walk everywhere, everybody in a PDP, APC, PDP, APC, Wike, SIM. Everywhere you go in Port Harcourt, you enter Facebook, you need to hear something. When they finish, then course fee finish, you can't enter and say, oh, no verse for that thing, what I tell you. You can't say an apology and lie, they won't tax you. That's what is happening here. So I like what you're doing, and I want to say, please, I take God make beg you, keep doing it. I'm not saying you should not have political preference. I have preference. I'm in the whole of River State. I'm the Tatina that is very, very active politically. But I will not do that at the expense of my creativity and productivity. Am I talking to someone in this place? Support anybody you want to support. Sing Day Your Day. You know, say that Day Your Day song. Because my friends, they need to allow us to have something with them. Day Your Day. Since after that Supreme Court judgment. Very useless song. The song need to sweet again. If you sing it now, governor, they do governor one kind for body. As he did so. So please, that's my appeal. I'm begging you. Learn this. And pass this message to the young people out there. If these men do not see future in us, we can see something in ourselves. Let me end with this story. It's not a joke. So that you will understand the sense of placing value on yourself. One day, man walked into a tavern. Tavern is like a bar. And why is like a bar is like a bar. Somebody walked into a bar, and an old man who was looking for money came in and brought a lead guitar that was rusty. The strings were off and out and everything. And he brought it in and walked to a table and asked the man, please, I just need $1, please, to survive. The guy said, "What? This is what I'm saying." He said, "No, what? I can't use it. I don't even know how to play it." He asked the next guy. He asked 3, 4 persons. Nobody was willing to give him $1. After that, a man left his table and came and said, "Let me see." He said, "I want to sell for $1. The guy took an Anki and dusted the guitar, connected the strings, spent the next 5, 10 minutes, fine-tuned the strings, and sat down and brought out his stool and started playing jazz music all the way to Calvary when the saints go marching in and people started dancing. And after some time, he stopped in the middle of all the chairs and took the guitar and said, "Who will buy these for $5? Somebody said me. Another person said, "I will buy for 10. Another person said, "I will buy for 15. Somebody said, "I will buy for 30. Somebody said, "I will buy for 50. And somebody said, "I will buy for 100. The same thing nobody was willing to buy for $1. Somebody bought it for over $100. The difference was this. Someone who came into the place, took that same guitar, dusted it up, fixed the strings, and show you the purpose and essence and why it was important, expressed it, and people could see value in it, and they were willing to pay for it. If you can dust yourself, fix your strings, and show people the value, the satisfaction, the excitement that you can inspire, whatsoever they pay you today will get higher and you will get better. I tell you the truth in life. A better you is a bigger you. A bigger you is a happier you. Enjoy the day. God bless you. I love you.
Wow, he just blew our mind away. I saw all of us laughing. Put your hands together for K.O. Baba. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now we're going to have a wonderful session right now. Like I said earlier, we're going to have a panel and we're going to have great minds coming over here to speak to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to welcome incredible minds. We are privileged to have the distinguished panel of amazing people to speak to us. Please, I'd like you all, as I'm speaking to you, to get your questions ready, because you'll be opportune to ask any question you have at all. Any question. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I'd like us to put our hands together as we make welcome on the stage the host, the one who's going to coordinate this panel session. He's no other person than Mr. Paul Aminibo. Please put your hands together for Mr. Paul. One of the panelists too, we also have Mr. Eze Maximus. He's the MD Will Realty Limited. Please put your hands together for Eze Maximus. We also have Efe Anita Koto. How many of us listen to Wazobia? How many of us listen to Wazobia FM? And you know Efe, right? So we have her here in this Season 5 Tech Up on Harcourt. Put your hands together for Efe Anita Okoto. Sorry, Koto. I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you very much. She is the creative director, Efe Tori Brand. Please celebrate her once more. We also have Tammy Holiday, founder Property Transact. And we also have Nana Felix. Please put your hands together for Nana Felix, the CEO, Blake Up. Put your hands together once more. I guess you're jealous. You don't want to celebrate them. Please get my 50,000 Naira card. Let me give it out to the person who is celebrating others. Can we celebrate them once more? Please get your questions ready as they speak to us. They are ready to blow our minds.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are here again. This time around, we are going to discuss on something very important, right? We're going to talk about my tech and my industry. You know, we all believe that tech is just an enabler. It's a common phrase. Tech is an enabler. There must be a business. There must be an ecosystem for tech to thrive, right? So that is why we have amazing panelists here who are industry leaders and also tech experts. They are business people using tech to run their business. They are brand influencers. They own their brand, and we're going to hear from them. We're going to hear from them about the tech in their business, right? So let me put it this way, the tech in their industry, right? So I will introduce them. I will do them the honor of introducing them. We have Tammy Halliday. She already did. Who is the founder, Property Transact. Please say hello to the crowd. All right, put your hands together for him. We have Mr. Nana Honorio de Felix. He is the CEO, Blake App. Please say hello to my crowd. We have Mr. Eze Maximus Chukwujindo. Did I get that correctly? Chukwujindo. I'm an Igbo man, right? I can pronounce well. He's the MD Win Realty Limited. Put your hands together for him, please. And yes, blessed are the men amongst who? Amongst who? Amongst beautiful lady. We have Mrs. Efe Anita Carter. She's not married. She will tell us. So, all right. She is the Efetori of Zobia FM, of course, a creative director, Efetori brand. Put your hands together for them. Right. And I also introduce myself. I'm important here, right? My name is Paul Aminibo. You all know me. And this time around, I'm not standing as a co-founder, but I just a moderator. So I'm going to allow them take 1 minute each to tell us something very important in their life, in their business that they've not told anyone before, right? So this is me allowing them to be your friends for just this minute, right? I'm going to give you 1 minute. Tell us what you've not told anybody about your business.
Good afternoon. My name is Tammy Halliday. One thing I have not told anyone, but I've told myself, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So I think it was when we started. When you just finish secondary school, waiting to get into the university, and you're looking for how to make money when everybody has gone to work. And you just realize that people are passing your house to go and fetch water or buy water. And you realize you have borehole full with tanks are filled with water. And you decide to run a pipe and start selling water. Then from selling water as borehole in that neighborhood, all of a sudden, people start coming to ask you, please, where can I find a one-bedroom, a self-contained? And you start directing them to places. Then people now come back to you to start fighting over agent's fee. And Shebi no be you send this man come meet me. Why this woman, they say make I give her money and all that. And all of a sudden the borehole becomes an office for real estate where everybody's coming to ask for houses.
Put your hands together for him. Entrepreneurship started even when you understand? All right, so over to you, Mr. Chijindo. You can pass the mic, please.
Hello. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. About what I know that I've not necessarily told anyone. That's actually a dicey one, because there are so many, stories that we have not told people. Okay, I think I will just go straight to my entrepreneurship journey. I think that's synonymous with entrepreneurs, is the fact that the journey into real estate wasn't one that was totally premeditated. It was an accidental one. So because of the accident, itself, so many realities had to throw themselves at me at that point, which I had to mechanically grasp. And I believe that those circumstances actually forged, who I have become today. And the most funny of those circumstances was the fact that at some point, I had to run my business on a zero balance, state. What that means is this: I literally make sales and I'll pay off all those money into transportation for almost 6 months. You know, that is one thing that I believe that many people don't know about my business, and that has always struck me whenever I'm alone. You know, I always look at those trying times and how I was able to surmount that sessions. Thank you. Yes.
Thank God you shared with us. All those burdens are off today. Put your hands together for him, please. All right.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, one thing that I've not told people, and which I'm going to say right now. I think it's about a story about Blake, and one thing people get a lot of misconception about but let's put it this way. Blake is here for everyone, and Blake is going to be the next Uber of the logistics sector. So that's just it.
Can do better.
Peter Kwai, hello. One answer me now. Peter Kwai, hello. Correct. All right. The name is Efeturi and it's Koto, not Kato. Thank you. 2011. 2011. 300 level. I wasn't sure I was going to be an OAP. Do I have mass communication students in the house? A mass course? Okay. Back in school, I was just that student who, I'm good with my grades, I do assignment, but you see anything that has to do with practical, count me out. If you need me to pay money, you know the group needs, I will pay. But don't ask me to come and do any newspaper presentation. Don't ask me to do anything. My own is, let me give you the money, go and do the work. But surprisingly, 2016 was when I actually decided, okay, make I even use this certificate. I've always wanted to be a lawyer because I know I'm very outspoken, I'm very opinionated. So it's always been law. But looking at Nigeria right now, you agree with me that aside the politicians, aside the police, the next set of people who they swear they give now who? Who? So I'm actually glad that I ended up as a presenter. So yeah, that's
Thank you so much. Put your hands together for them. All right, while you're still holding the mic, you said you were not sure you were going to be an OAP. Now you are, and you're also a creative director, right? So how do you balance these two careers? Is one suffering and the other benefiting?
Okay. That's a very important question. So one of the main reasons I'm working is because I need to fund my business. So I don't see the Efeturi brand as a side hustle. That's my baby. That's my retirement plan. So I'm actually working as a radio broadcaster or a broadcast journalist to fund my business. So even if you ask me, which is your side hustle? It's me being an OAP. I'm leveraging on the Wazobia brand. I'll tell you why. If I come to you and I tell you, I'm a factory of Wazobia, already in your head, I'm creditworthy. True or false? Whatever I sell to you, you will buy it. So it can be tough. Because I mean, I work 4 hours a day, and after work, when people expect that I'm going home to, rest and prepare for the next day, I have orders to send out. I have meetings to do with my tailors, because I run a footwear and clothing brand. I make the footwear myself. I'm running to my one Medicaid to buy material. I'm going to Aba. So it's not easy, but I find a way to just create that balance. When it's time for radio, radio time is radio time. When it's time for my business, business time is business time.
Put your hands together for that. That is priority management. When it's time for radio, radio. When it's time for business. So let's move over to Mr. Maximus. Mr. Maximus, from what we saw, you started your career in graphic design, and you transitioned into real estate. Yeah. What happened? What inspired this transition?
All right, thank you for that question. That's actually a very drastic, switch. So, as someone that started off in tech and to switch into real estate, it was basically informed by funnily so, hunger, basically. Many tech people we know today, many of us, tech tech bros and tech Cs, we are still yet to figure out the business aspect of our craft. And that is why many of us have continually, languished in poverty, basically. So I was a victim of hunger while still being a tech bro. So, because I was, trained by real estate, in fact, my tech years was utilized inside the real estate industry, because I was employing my tech skills for a real estate company for 5 good years. So while I was working with the real estate company for 5 years, I was keenly watching and learning, the nitty-gritties of the real estate industry. In as much as I wasn't fully deployed into the several departments that foster the growth of a real estate company, but I was keen enough to observe, to learn, and to ask the right questions. And also, while I was working with the real estate company, I was intentionally taking up responsibilities, right? Like drafting, proposals and what have you, while still being a tech bro. So I was unintentionally grooming myself. In fact, I never knew I was going to run a real estate company. I was thinking to myself that if after my stint with the real estate company, I'm heading straight to open a tech brand, right? But while I was on it, I had the opportunity to test the commission that come from real estate, businesses, and that actually, turned something in my brain, and that informed my drastic switch into real estate. And since then, it has been from glory to glory. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Put your hands together for him. You all can see that from what the first panelist said, she's using something to prepare for something. From Maximus, he used his graphic design skill to prepare himself for what he's actually doing today. And this panel section, we're talking about my industry, my tech journey, right? So let's go over to Mr. Blake. Blake was the first thing you mentioned when you were telling us one thing you've not told anyone. I know you've told your wife about Blake, right? So I want you to tell us how Blake works, which is the tech, before we go into the industry, the logistic industry, right? So you tell us how Blake works. What is Blake? How does it work? And you move over to the logistic industry.
Okay. Blake is an on-demand app where you can simply find dispatch riders closest to you. Now, how the app works is that, first of all, you go to any of your Play Store or iOS stores. You can download the app and sign up as a user. And it's quite a very simple app. And all it has, the first pop-up shows send packages. So all you have to do is click on the send package, and you can fill all the requirements that needs be, and you can search for the closest dispatch rider. When you get to the dispatch rider calls you, or a customer support agent calls you to confirm your order, and the dispatch rider comes to your pickup location. And when it comes, it requires a time and log where the rider comes, where the goods is being picked up, where the driver is en route to the drop-off location, and when the delivery is being made. So you have the ability to see everything on your phone. So that's how it works.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's use the same opportunity. Let's move over to the logistic industry. So what is your plan for the logistic industry? Blake, from what you just said, it's just a piece of technology. So how is this technology influencing this industry?
Okay, if we were to do a random poll right now, if I was to ask about 100 persons here if they do have any information of their dispatch rider, I think a good number of them would say no, just their phone numbers. So if I'm looking for a dispatch rider, I can call a friend and say, okay, my guy, do you have any dispatch rider? And he send me a number. So what happens if the item you want to send just goes missing? Who are you to hold? You see, there's no checks and balances.
Hold your friend.
Okay, that probably my whole friend, but does he know the dispatch rider's location and whatever? So we discovered that this industry is quite a very crude industry. So we at Blake, we want to make sure that this industry is well up to par with the e-hailing services. So what we do is we profile riders, and we can account for where they are using real-time monitoring. And I think that's what we prefer to the public.
Wow. Put your hands together for him, please. You can do better. Are we tired? All right. Mr. Tammy, I learned you are one of the conveners, or you are the convener of South Media Week, which means, please put your hands together for me. It's a big name, just like a big name, right? And that means you're covering both the creative industry and the tech industry, right? And you also, because before you become a convener of South Media Week, that is business. That means you're also in business, right? So how do you think techies can collaborate effectively with businesses and the creative industry? You know, techies will see themselves as not creators, right? Only few techies would say, oh, I'm also a creator, right? So how do you think techies can collaborate with businesses and also other creators?
Thank you. How techies can collaborate with creatives and creators. When we started South Media Week, the core aim was people were not thinking together. People were doing their thing in different clusters. And that was the core, that was the motivation in the beginning. Then we started looking out for communities and started working with different communities to be able to know who to recommend. And then we, of course, because the name carry media, but it's not just about media, which media is like the finger that touches all other fingers. So, but we named it that. But when we started reaching out, you know, notice that from the blogs, from public domains, people are looking for certain things that we have. And the people that have these things are not reachable, number one. Some of them are not also, they've not shown that capacity for them to be trusted. So what we say, okay, let's bring people together. Let's support this platform. Let's support this system. Let's support what this other person is doing so that this other person can now know that this works. So how creatives and techies can collaborate better? First, we need to listen. We're not listening. If you listen properly, even from this stage, ideas have been dropping. People have been saying things. From those simple ideas, you can provide solutions that can make everybody reach out. Then another thing, we need to be bold. Most times, you know you can provide a solution, but will I call it pride? Maybe, but you are not willing to make those moves. I mean, geniuses, there's a quote, I may not be able to get that quote correctly, but we find out that there are so many in this, I'm talking about in this climb, you know, in where we are. So many geniuses are just working for themselves, their interest, in a way. They are not looking at the bigger picture to be able to collaborate with somebody. So they're on their own. The other man is on his own. So who is going to make the first move? This is where boldness comes in. So listen, be bold, and put in the work. I mean, so many great ideas. I was listening to Vusi the other day, telling people to copy his ideas. With all boldness. One of my mentors, Akin Alabi, when I started business, doing Naira then we will bring ideas to Mr. Honorable Akin Alabi, and he will tell us that he's not interested. People will feel bad. People will feel demoralized. And he will tell you that even if I do this business you brought to me, you cannot hold me because there's no guarantee that you're the first person that brought it to me. You talk such boldness. You will not go to go and do it first before he will do it. He has achieved his aim. He has made you to know that you can do it on your own if you reach out to the people around you. So I feel if we listen more, we should listen more around you, in your family, social media, on the street, in the states, in the country. As we're talking now, me and my brother here, Win Realty, you will notice that real estate inspections in Port Harcourt have not yet gotten to the VRO stage. Why? You will also notice that our inspections are still physical. Why? Of course, you will say agents want to collect inspection fee. But before you go there, understand that if as a techie, if you can bridge that gap, agent fee is very popular. Just make a post that you paid so amount now for agent fee. You see 10 or 20 more people telling you they paid the same amount. So why haven't techies solved that? Now, another problem, smart homes is there. So I'm just saying, if you listen properly and make the bold moves and put in the work, we will do better.
All right, thank you so much. Please put your hands together for him. He said, listen, be bold, and get ready for work, right? Before you want to take out agent fee, be bold to face them. They will drag you, right? All right, so let's move over to Fetori. I have two questions for you, right? I have two questions for you. One, you're in the creative industry, and you're a lady, right? How do you think businesses can collaborate effectively, right? So I don't need to come and pay you for your services. I own a business, you own a brand. How do you think we can collaborate? I benefit from you, you benefit from me effectively, right? Especially small businesses. And I also want to ask, as a lady in this industry, in your industry, what are the challenges you faced, and what would be your advice for those of us seated here who want to be like you, want to do the same thing you're doing in your industry, who want to own their own brand and be visible? So you can tell us about the collaboration, then you round it up with inspiring us.
Okay, so I think every collaboration should be value-driven, right? That's the whole essence. I am getting value, you are getting value of some sort. So take, for instance, aside doing radio, I'm a voiceover artist. I write script for people. I do consultation for businesses who want to place their advert on our platform, whether Cool FM, Nigeria Info, or Wazobia. If you come to me that, oh, you own a brand and you want me to do a voiceover for you, create a script and then voice it, produce a jingle for you, and you don't have money to pay for my voiceover service, I expect that you're offering me something that will be beneficial to that part of my brand. I don't know if you get. You don't have money, right? But you have value to exchange for me. So I'll give you an instance. How many of us know Veronica's daughter? Veronica's daughter on Instagram? Good. So a couple of times I've done collaboration with her. What do? I make clothes for her, and tell you what, every single time she wears an outfit from the Fetori brand, I'm not even lying, I get nothing less than 10 customers. You know why? She's been able to build that Veronica's daughter brand to a stage where people trust her. See, if Veronica's daughter say, jump, people are asking how high. They're not asking her, why should we jump? Her brand is known for integrity. It's genuine. So if that sort of person approached me and says, oh, Turi, I need you to do voiceover. I say, Mama, how many minutes you want? Because I know that once she put out that post, my potential customers will see it, and whatever money I was supposed to charge her, I will get it triple. So when it comes to collaboration, don't just approach people when you don't have nothing to exchange. I'll say it again. The essence of collaboration is value. I am getting value, you are also getting value. So you must have something you want to exchange if you don't have the physical cash. And then for your second question, as a woman in the media industry, radio, okay, first, one of the challenges I had was, I think I still have that same challenge. I know that my voice on the radio is bigger than how I look. Yeah. I don't look how I sound. And that is why I tell people that my greatest asset, thanks be to God, is my voice. If you hear me talk on the radio, you think one 40-something, 50-something-year-old woman is talking. And then you see me, you're trying to, no, she can't be the one. No, I'm the typical small but mighty. Agreed. When I started, I had people who had this gender bias. They will not respect you simply because you're a woman, not that you're not getting the job done. You're doing a perfect job, but you are a woman. I beg, I go prefer man, and I go fit command the audience. I've had people reach out to me for hosting gig. And then when they finally talk to me, no, I'm not a woman. Woman no go fit move people. But hey, we've had a female host who has held it down for so long.
Please put your hands together for her.
So I think we should move beyond this gender bias. Look for a human being, whether male or female, who can deliver on that job. Someone who can give you value for your money. Because I'm all about value. You see, value is very important to me. I don't play with it. So yes, that's one. And then, secondly, there are some stations where they tell you, oh, the morning show, na man, we know woman no go fit do am. And then even within the same media industry, we've had male colleagues who talk to you in a very condescending manner. So there are some shows you have 2 hosts. Both of you are supposed to co-host, right? But the man in that show is making you feel like you are an intern. You are learning from him. If he not ask you question, no talk. In the same industry, you were employed like him, right? But he has that ego. I really don't know if we have people here who believe that they are men and they are the head of everybody, every woman. No, you are the head of your wife. You are the head of your girlfriend. You are not the head of your female colleague. So it's a big problem. It's actually a big problem. It means we have to work 3-4 times harder to prove our worth. And it ought not to be so. I mean, why would you ask me to send in a demo, you need to hear me, and then a man just walks in and like, oh, you go finish work, your voice alone. Why doesn't the man have to go through the same vigorous process? So there is a serious gender bias in the industry. And another thing I just want to say is, as a lady, working in a male-dominated industry, see, you guys develop a very thick skin. Mine is not male-dominated, it's both, right? We have both men and women. But if you're here, maybe you're an engineer, which other male-dominated industry? I know engineering is one. You just have to develop a thick skin. And then you have to arm yourself with so much knowledge that they cannot do without you. I'm not saying you are irreplaceable, but I'm just saying there are certain decisions they need to make. You have to be in that room. Even if you're not there, someone is speaking on your behalf that we need her input. Because aside Nigeria being built to work against each of us, it's even way tougher for women. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for that. That was so wonderful. All right, before we are wrapping up, before we move over to the next panelist, get your questions ready, write them down. We're going to have an open mic segment where you'll be able to ask your question, ask your questions, and you get the answer here and now, right? So we're moving over to Mr. Maximus, right? While we're wrapping up, I want you to talk to us about the problems and the challenges you think we have in the real estate industry. And we have techies here, right? And how do you think techies can solve this problem, right? That is one. And you're also going to tell us about investing in real estate. Every now and then I get posts about a land close to the airport. I should come and pay 500,000 and then in 10 years I'm going to be a millionaire. And it's becoming scary, right? You're here, so you're going to tell us, give us everything we need to know about investing in real estate, right? Let's do that in 2 minutes. Thank you.
All right. First of all, I will start with the first question, which is, remind me again, please.
Yeah, the problems in the real estate.
Great, yes, and how tech can come and play actively in real estate. First of all, I would like to bring to the notice of the techies in the room that real estate industry in this part of the world is still at its earliest stage. We are still at the adoption stage. So there is a lot of room to be covered by the tech ecosystem, right? I don't want to speak a lot of grammar, I'll just go straight away, right? When it comes to land registrations and verifications, that is a very big bottleneck for many people, especially those who are coming to play in the industry for the first time, right? Many of them don't even know their way around trying to verify properties, confirm the titles, and probably be rest assured that the property they want to go into is one that is free of any form of encumbrance, right? So that is actually a loophole in the industry that the techies can do proper research on, probably come to experts like us, you know, walk around and get some surveys, you know, and we give them the right information and they can go and properly develop solutions to this problem. Number two is when we talk about, you know, property geolocation. You know, it's a technology that can be intertwined by the Google Maps and probably with some sort of AI and blockchain technology. I'm not that deep into tech, but I'm telling you that that is actually another problem. Many of our diasporan clients always want to have a first-hand feel about the property they have bought somewhere in a car, somewhere in Omagua, somewhere in GR, where they want to actually feel it. They want to see it for real. But it's always an issue because there is no adequate technology on ground that could enable them to have that. And what happens is this: if that kind of technology is developed, it actually even makes the real estate industry back home thrive more. You know, we tend to do more businesses, and when we do more businesses, we employ more people, and we create more for the economy. So there is a whole lot that a tech ecosystem can come in and play efficiently in the real estate industry. This is just two of the topmost in my mind. There's so much that could be done in the industry. Talking about property marketplaces, proper, efficient property marketplaces, that's actually an industry on its own that is waiting to be fully fulfilled, right? We have other competitors in the industry, but they're not doing so much well so far. So that's several ways that a tech ecosystem can come in and play efficiently into, right? I hope I did justice to that. Then talking about investing in real estate, 2 minutes is actually very small for that, but I will try my best. So real estate, we all know, is gaining a lot of traction right now. There is a lot of awareness in the air in this part of the world, and it's because thanks to companies like ours and every other of our colleagues right here in the industry, there's a lot of information in the radio stations, on the social media, and that is actually a good one. And I'll always tell people when I teach, when I talk, is that you should be very wary about safety when it comes to a very polarized industry like real estate, because in as much as it is profitable, it's everything that is being promised is true, but you should also be wary about the fake people in the industry, because for anything that has original, there must always definitely be the fake. So that is where many of us need to pay proper attention to, and that is why I always encourage that before you buy any property, you should be quite discerning enough to understudy the agent that is leading you on this journey. How informed is this agent that is leading you on this? Because these are the touch points for many of us. Many of you don't have direct access to many of us who are the developers. So our relationship with many of the investors is through the agent. And many of these agents just want to sell any property. You understand? All they care about is their commissions at the end of the day. They don't care about the integrity of the property. They don't care about the integrity of the company developing these properties. And that is why many of us run into problems. So one thing you must always put forward when you want to buy property is to properly analyze your agent that is leading you on this journey. How informed is this agent? How concerned is this agent? How much of the industry knowledge does this agent parade, right? Is this agent truly interested in you making money off your investment, or is he just, or she is just interested in making the commission? And the good thing is they can actually decipher these things from the get-go. When you see a desperate agent, you will just know. When you see an agent that is truly a professional in this industry, you will know. And how do you know? Is by the way they approach you, the way they speak to you, the amount of education they drop on your laps at the end of the day. And that is how you can actually decipher who is a true agent and who is actually a hustler in the industry. So this is one of the ways you can actually try to minimize the dangers of investing wrongly. Then talking about investing in real estate, let me paint the picture, right? Last 3 decades ago, where we are seated today, it was a swamp. 3 decades ago, here was a swamp. But here we are today. Those that were visionary enough 3 decades ago, 2 decades ago to acquire properties, and when they were going for, let's say, 2,000 naira per plot, 3,000 naira per plot, there are people who are really, really reaping off the dividends of investing in real estate, right? That is the beauty of real estate. And if you want to imagine if that 3 decades is too much a long time, I bet you many of those that bought 3 decades ago are still alive with us today. They are fully alive and they're enjoying the dividends of the money. So when it comes to investing in real estate, don't ask about how far the property is, right? Only ask about the safety of the investment. I always tell people that if you're shown a property that is not so much far from the city center, we're talking about properties in Omagwa Airport area and accounts and what have you. If you're shown properties in those areas, don't ask about how far. As long as the money you want to put into that property is not the money that that you need to survive now, is the money that you can actually drop on the ground and allow it to appreciate over time. Be fast enough to seize up that opportunity, because in the next 5 to 10 years, you will definitely be in a better position financially with your money, right? So the most important thing that you must consider when it comes to investing in real estate is safety of your money and safety of your investment. If you get that point correctly, then you are in to cash out in the industry. Thank you
so much. Please put your hands together for that. Don't care about the distance from the distance to the airport. Just care about your money, right? Thank you so much. And we're moving over to Mr. Tammy. Tammy, we're rounding up. And I'll drag you back to South Media Week, right? It's one of the media events in Port Harcourt. And I want to know, every one of us here wants to gather people, wants to do one or two things in that industry. How have you leveraged tech to grow this event? Right? How have you leveraged tech events, techies, anything about tech to grow this event to the stage it is now?
Okay, thank you. So South Media Week started in 2018. And then our focus was a bit different from what it is now. Now it's businesses, creatives, and techies. We've used tech a lot to build the businesses that attend these events. Most of them, we always focus on people that are not really the beginners, or if there's a level before the beginners. Those are the people we like to, and we journey with them. We journey with them as they rise, and that is the beauty of tech, because you see somebody moving from point A to point B. You see somebody just doing the business in one corner today, and tomorrow they're not even opening the shop again because they've moved to the apartment behind, and they don't even care about who is in their neighborhood because they've gotten access, that borderlessness, they've gotten access to the world. So we've used tech to scale, and the attendees also have also used tech to scale. But I want to major on something, and that is volunteering. We've seen people come in as volunteers at South Media Week, and they meet one person, just like as we're here now. There are people here that can help me. There are people here that can help. And they just talk to somebody, and years after, you hear somebody say, I thought that South Media Week. I'll be like, what year? I'll just try to know, if it's just hype or something, And I met this person that I'm now working for this person, or this person helped me. And some of these people are abroad now doing very well, and they met one person. So you cannot take away relationships. You cannot take away human interaction from progress, to be honest. Maybe you can, if, I don't know the kind of life you have, but in this climb, you need people to lift you, you need people to open doors for you. There are a lot of gatekeeping in South, in Niger Delta, and to be honest, value, as Evituri has said, value comes first, but I think the next will be relationship and human interaction. People need to know you, what you do.
Put your hands together for him. We are putting up Tech Up Port Harcourt today, not because we did everything on our own. He talked about volunteering. I want to use this opportunity to say a very big shout out to our volunteers out there. Please put your hands together for them. All right, we are almost done. We're going to round up with Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake, you're in a very competitive industry. And we have logistic companies everywhere. How have you been able to differentiate yourself from those traditional logistic dispatch delivery services? That is one. And what would be your advice for anyone out here who wants to build a piece of tech for their business? A piece of tech for their business. That means there is a business. So you're going to tell us, you're going to encourage someone out here to build a logistic business, and you're going to encourage them to build a piece of tech for that business. Tell them the challenges they are going to face. tell them the exciting days and the days of sorrows and everything that comes around building a logistic business while we wrap up.
Okay. First of all, we'll look at the challenges with the other competitors. Of course, there are lots of competitors in this industry. We have big ones like Chowdeck, we have Glovo, and what have you. But the key points why we focused on Blake is we are looking at not those big companies. Like if you check Chowdeck now, they have places like Chicken Republic and the rest. But we are forgetting some certain individuals and group of persons, which are the small-scale businesses and also the medium-scale businesses. For example, if I take a random pool again here, I'll find out that we have some hair vendors here, we have some food vendors here who have pages in Instagram and probably WhatsApp. We have people who sell watches and the rest of those items. What about them? They also need these services and they need it cheap. So with Blake, we are offering a very cheap, reliable, fast and swift service for this set of people. So we're not looking at those major places like the Chicken Republic and Market Square and the rest. We are looking at private individuals who have businesses that they want to send from one part to another. So that's by the way. And you talked about how people want to venture into logistic businesses. Now, a big part of what businesses in Nigeria is missing is data, access to data. And for a lot of people who start up businesses, they don't have ready data. And what is data? Data is information that you need to make business decisions. At Blake, we were able to get enough data for us to start up the process. So if you go into a business without data, you might make it, you might not make it. So it's probably sitting on the fence. So with Blake, we're able to have enough data for us to start up. First of all, we went around Port Harcourt, we did a survey, we got a whole lot of vendors and asked them if they'll be able to need a service that would make them send their items from one part of Port Harcourt to another. The response was very overwhelming and they bought the idea of creating the Blake app itself. Now, we did that and it cost a lot. So, for example, if you want to set up an app like Blake or logistic app whatsoever, you need funds. Passion, ideation is a good thing. You have an idea, you want to bring it out to life. It's good, it's fine. But we should not remove the side that you need capital. So we're very fortunate to have angel investors in Blake that kindly donated to Blake and were able to start up bring out that idea to reality. And I think Blake is about 6 months old now and we are over 1,000 rides completed. So it's a good thing for us to know now that here in Blake, if you are a vendor here in this place, if you are into any services that you requires your item to be sent from one part to another, if you download Blake right now, the first order you send is completely free. And our base price starts from 1,700, no matter where you're sending it from in Port Harcourt.
You can put your hands together for that.
And sorry to round up, we have about 8 prizes to be won today. So if you have the sticker, if you have a handbill that has the raffle imprint on the sticker, just stay put. We have prizes to give out to the audience. So I think that's all for now.
All right, thank you so much. Put your hands together for Mr. Blake. I was wondering if Mr. Blake will round up without talking about data. I know him to be a senior data analyst and that can't be hidden. Put your hands together for him. While we're rounding up, we're going to have some questions here, but before I go over to the question, I want to bring our mind back to what we're discussing. We're talking about my tech, my industry. And from the conversation, you see how they started from the industry, right? It means there is an ecosystem. They talked about the business. It means there's a business before they started talking about the tech in it. So every one of you seated here, I want to remind you, because you already know that the tech we're talking about is not a business. It's just an enabler connecting your business and the people you are selling to, right? So put your hands together for yourself and for me too. You're not going to clap for me? Clap for me. All right, I have a few questions here. We're going to take the questions and we will leave. So my question is, how do you how do you work? How do you balance growing yourself as a tech boy while okay, let me take the second question, right? If I can get the first question. How do I get opportunity to school as a tech software engineer? Let me summarize the question. The person is asking how he's going to get the opportunity to study or to become a software engineer. This person, I don't know where you are. The opportunity is here, and I have the rights. I have all it takes to give you one slot for the Tech Up Port Harcourt Tech Scholarship. Put your hands together for that person. Wherever you are, you've won yourself a scholarship to study any tech program of yourself. Meet the volunteers, drop your name, drop your phone number, and that is taken care of, right? Put your hands for me now. Put your hands together for me. Right, I have another question. As a newbie in what? In choosing tech, I don't know my path, but I'm really interested in it. How can tech take me out of poverty? It's very important. One of the speakers, Mr. K.O. Baba, he said we should go against poverty, right? So I love this question. How can tech take me out of poverty? So I'm going to leave that for Mr. Maximus. He was once a techie, now a founder. So how can tech take someone out of poverty?
All right. Thank you for that question. Whoever asked that question, you are in the right environment. You are in the right gathering. So what many of us see tech as, we see tech as the achievement. We see it as a trophy, right? That we have a skill, we see it as a trophy. We don't see it as a tool that will lead us out of whatsoever condition we found ourselves financially. And that actually inhibits us from developing solution-mindedness. You know, so many of us are just happy being called graphic designers. Many of us are just being happy being called data analyst, right? There is no solution that can be pointed towards us. We have not been able to provide any form of solution to any problem, but we are tech bros and tech sis. That is, we are actually being our own witches and wizards at that point, yeah, because you can only assess money through value creation. That is the only gateway to assessing finance, is through value creation, just like Efeture spoke. Money responds to value. So you must be a solution provider. It could be something as little as developing an app that can get somebody to just do something as little as anything online. Yeah? It could mean anything, but by all means, let there be a solution that can be attributed to you as a tech bro, as a tech sis. And you can develop that also and not also make a headway. So there's a little bit of delicacy around it, around it. So you must also know how to package yourself. You understand, as a business person, and sell your solution out. So this is actually a summary of how you can truly assess money, escape poverty, being a tech bro, and being a tech sis. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Put your hands together for that. Put your hands together for that. Right? In tech, value is very important, right? Let me just add to what you said. Value is very important. You don't move out of poverty when you're not giving value. Even though you learn a tech skill today, you're a software engineer, you're not going to make money from that day one, except you provide value to someone. Someone is going to pay you. Just imagine you're a software engineer and you get the opportunity to build the Blake app. And you're being paid 5 million naira. I'm talking about naira because you're in Nigeria. You're almost out of poverty, right? With 5 million naira. So that is how to make money in tech. Get value, give out your value, and you get money in return, right? So the next question I have here is to question for Efe. Efe, this is for you. What is the story behind the start of your brand? That is question number 1. And I'm going to take question number 2. How did you start your business while working, right? And you can also take this one. How did you know it was clothing that you were going to go into when we have other things like hair, etc. So 3 questions. What's the story behind your brand? How did you get to start a business while working? And how did you know it was going to be clothes making instead of hair making or nail making?
Okay, so I think the only benefit I got from NYC was Said. I learned shoemaking in Said. I served 2013, 2014 in Port Harcourt. I went to Noah Bamkam. And when I finished service, to show you that I was really not interested in radio, I started off with my business. I was making Ankara bags and footwears. For me, it was love at first sight. I knew this is what I wanted to do. I love to create. And it was shoemaking. I love the shock on people's face when I tell them, I'm a shoemaker. I mean, it's believed that that's a man's job, right? So I think that kind of motivated me to be able to build something from scratch. I was so obsessed with shoemaking that I would literally go to the market, buy a footwear, dismantle it, just to see how it was made. It was that bad. So after service, while I was job hunting, I was just busy with my business. And I think for the longest, I did not have a personal finance coach or an advisor. Maybe by now I would have had a showroom, because I was actually making money. I mean, I was making Ankara footwear, bags, slippers, sandals, you name it. I was even revamping for people. But guess what? Life was not as hard as it is now. So I felt it was always going to be the same. So I didn't make any sort of investment. At some point, I knew that the business needed capital. I didn't want to borrow. So I got my first job as an office admin. I think I worked there for like 3 years. I eventually got into radio 2016. I've been in Port Harcourt for 7 years. Yes. This month, March 21st, made me 7 years of Wazobia FM. So the whole radio thing started. I started to take it serious in 2016. But I did not still leave my business. Like I said, it is my retirement plan. I have never seen it as a side hustle. So yes, there were points where the business needed capital. I didn't have it. I had to place it on hold. Not that I stopped. And then when I started working, the first radio I worked at, my salary was nothing to write home about. So it couldn't really fend for the business until I got this job. And now, aside the salary I'm getting from Wazobia, I host shows. I do voiceover service. I consult for people. So all of that is still going back into the business. My business is not at a point where it can comfortably pay me yet. The only thing I do is, at the end of the month, when I'm taking inventories, cost of production, profit made, I can decide to buy myself a cup of ice cream to say thank you, well done for this month. But to say the business is paying me salary as it is, no. So whatever I make right now, I'm still investing back in the business because I know that I have a vision and I'm going somewhere. So what was the second question?
How did you know it was going to be clothes making instead of
so
hair?
for clothing, April will make it 4 years I added clothing. So while it was just the footwear I was making, I had a lot of customers who always asked me, is it only footwear you say? I would love an outfit to go with it. It was always coming from the men. I would love an outfit to go with it. Do you sell hoodies? Do you sell? So it kept coming, and in my head, I'm like, if this is a sign, you can actually add clothing. So it was demand from my customers who were always patronizing my footwear. So I decided to, without knowing anything about it, I first went to Aba, I did my market survey. I looked for a tailor who understood what I wanted. Now, if there is any customer of the ATB brand here, or ATB brand here, you know that we don't joke with our finishing. If you see my outfit, if I tell you it's one tailor in Aba that made it, you no go believe. It be like they already made. So I try as much as possible to give my customers value for money. So it was the demand from those customers who were buying my footwear that made me add clothing to the part of my footwear business. Maybe if they did not ask, it would have still been a Feturi footwear all along. So, yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Please put your hands together for that. Put your hands together for that. You got the question.
I thought it was 3.
No, I think that's all right. So that is it for my tech, my industry, right? I want to appreciate my panelists. They've done well. Please put your hands together for them. I want to appreciate Mr. Maximus, Mr. Blake, right? I'm not going to bother myself to call your name, Mrs. Efe. That's okay, right? And Miss Efe, she just confirmed, right? Miss Efe, Mr. Holiday, and thank you so much. Put your hands together for them. And I still remain Aminable Paul. Thank you so much.
Wow, Tech and you. What's going on? Oh, you were tired. Oh, I totally understand. Don't worry, our food is very close. Wait, how many minutes is it going to take the food to arrive? But believe me, we're going to have a meal very soon and you're going to enjoy your meal. Believe me. Yes, I know, okay? So I want us to be alive. You're going to enjoy every segment of this program. We're rounding off already, but wait for the food to arrive. You can't really leave without eating. So we have a very delicious meal. I believe you all enjoy to eat. All right, so I want you all to sit back and relax while the food comes here, and then we'll get served, all of you. All right? All right. Aren't you ready to eat anymore? We are, right? We're ready, right? Okay, I want to get your response. We're ready, right? If you're ready to eat the food when it arrives, can you say, I am ready? Oh, no energy anymore. Don't worry, we're going to have more when it comes, okay? So we're going to recognize special persons amongst us. But I know we are very special. All of us here are special. But before we do that, I want to do something that is going to excite every one of you, that you may even say, oh, if I get to win this right now, maybe I should even take the food. It's not necessary anymore. But I know we're still going to serve you the food, but I'm going to show you something really exciting that some of you may not have noticed. Do you have this tag? This. Please turn the tag. Just turn the tag. Can you see what's there? We have download the Metal app and share your thoughts about yourself at the event. So the most engaged thought wins the sum of how much? I didn't hear that. The sum of? I'm not sure we're ready. Who wants to win? Like we're going to win this right now. I'm not joking about it. The sum of how much? Beautiful. So if you want to win, say I. Beautiful. So you're going to do that right now. So the most engaged person would win the sum of 10,000 naira in this event. So if you haven't downloaded the app, I'd like you to do so and get yourself ready to win the sum of 10,000. So right now I'm going to recognize some special persons amongst us. We're all special, like I said earlier. So we have here some Kenechiku Mama, CEO Code Ambassadors. Please put your hands together for her. We also have Sunday Richard Peppo, Founder Tech Noville. And we also have Emmanuel Jonas, CEO Excellence Academy. Please celebrate him. We also have Okechukwu Matthew, CEO Labs Africa. And Nicholas Bright, CEO Teller. We also have Gentility Bright, CEO Lead and Read Writers. And lastly, we have Felix Achinivu, Team Lead, Walker Boss Africa. Please celebrate them once more. Put your hands together. Right now, we're going to have a representative from Zamela. The name is Nebuchi. Please celebrate Nebuchi from Zamela. Celebrate Nebuchi. Put your hands together. I know what's going on, but don't worry. Our food is fast approaching.
Thank you, Havox. Thank you, Tech Up Harcourt. Imagine, the faces here are quite dull. Good afternoon, everybody. I know you're hungry. Me too, I'm hungry. In fact, I'm hungrier than you. All right. Let's get going. I want somebody on the slide. I want to show you a few things. While the panelists were talking, I was listening. They said, listen, you get idea, right? and I was listening, I was hearing my ideas that we've already implemented being echoed. It then means that we listened very well. Put hands for my team that are here. Put hands together for my team. We listened very well. My ideas, what I want to present to you was echoed multiple times. I'm waiting for you. All right, so my name is Nebuchi Osibo. I'm popularly called Buchi. Let me not bore you with my profile. Let me just tell you that I'm a co-founder at Zamela, Zamela.net. You can start checking it out. Zamela.net. Zamela is spelled Z-A-M-E-L-L-A. All right. What we're doing at Zamela is something that will interest all of you. So first, we came up with this reward for every move. We believe that everybody in this century or in this day should be rewarded for everything. As a matter of fact, in the past, or if you check your life, you've referred many people to a product without being paid for it, especially iPhone users. All right? We used to have that argument a lot, but let's come back to this. Go to the next slide. Let me show you a few things. Okay, so look at that. These are tweets from Harcourt residents. These are tweets from Harcourt residents. This is saying 95% of Harcourt house agents are heartless. Is that correct? I don't know. I didn't say it. It's from a tweet. Next. Next, please. Say, what was a scam that's so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore? Someone wrote, Harcourt, no, the other one. Harcourt house agent collecting inspection fee. Next. Finding a house in this Harcourt is an extreme sport. Agents are another set of persons to be probed. Please link me up another complaint. Next. These Harcourt house agents are blah, 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 annoying. Then the last one, Harcourt house agent will tell you, I've seen your kind of person, the kind of person, you are a quality person, you like quality things. And then they go and show you. All right, let's go. So it means, okay. Next. All right, let's go. Thank you. So this is telling one thing. We have a broken house hunting system. It's broken. So we've listened, we looked at everything. So what's making it a broken system? We have frustrations from agents. You know, tenants face issues with unreliable agents. I'm a first-hand testimony of this. I experienced it, not just me. These agents, they'll lead you to places, waste your time, show you what you didn't ask for. They know you didn't ask for it. They don't want to show you and walk you around. Costly inspection fee, that's the one that's even killing everything. Okay, so tenant, people spend, from our survey, people spend between 20K to 70K as of last year looking for houses. For one, I have an experience in it. I spent 50-something K before I got the current house I am in inspection fee. All right, then inefficient platform. When we now say let's go to online system, online platforms, the online platform that exists, they lack updated information. The house is already rented, they're not updating it. Next, let's run through this. So what are we doing? We are giving the future of housing, early access to listings, and let me explain this a little bit. We are giving you something that gives you access to a listing before people know they are available. All right? Let me explain this. Customer access property listing weeks before they become publicly available. That houses that you're looking for, someone is living in it, is about to pack out. If you know 2 weeks before time, you are already armed with information, right? All right, so next. Now, verify, no, sorry, go back. Let me run. Verify listings. We verify listings before it goes public. And then, no middleman. We connect you to the person who is about to leave. People should do business. All right? And then, you can see the properties the way it is listed. We now added financial incentive. Before you leave your house, check the property is what you want before you leave for inspection. And then we'll give you financial incentive. How does it go? An outgoing tenant will lease the property and earn 7% of the house rent commission. That's big, right? Someone just packed out last week. He didn't earn anything. So we're changing that. Next, please, let's finish this. We are simplifying this rental problem by connecting seekers to about exit tenants. And our key innovation here is allowing outgoing tenants to lease their property 7 days to 30 days before they leave. When they list it, next, please. Next, please. We're running up. All right. So with Zamela, everyone wins. What happens? For house seekers, you have early listing before it becomes available. For listers, outgoing tenant can earn 7% commission from the house rent. And then for you who are here now, I'm starting because of you. So listen, this is for you. Everybody should be rewarded for referring somebody. So if you can refer somebody who knows somebody who wants to pack out and that deal goes successfully, we are going to pay you 3% of the agency fee, of the house rent from the agency fee. Do you get that now? Now let's go to the next table. That's the last one. We call this system reward for every move. The last one is important, please. The last slide. That's the last slide. Now, if you list house of 500K through you, as a referrer, you earn 15K. The lister earns 35K. For 800K house, you earn 24K as a referrer. For 1.5 million naira house, you earn 45K. My dear, no more complain. Go and find people who are about to pack out and let's pay you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Zamela. That was amazing. Wow, I'm very sure you enjoyed that segment, right? So I want you all to sit back and relax. Aside the food, remember we're going to have an open mic section where you'll be willing to ask all of your questions, all the questions you have, and the ones you've already asked that has not been answered yet. During the session, we're going to answer everything. You have experts here to answer all of your questions, all right? Are we ready for that? And aside that, we're also going to be unveiling a link that will also enable you gain the scholarship. And the scholarship is only for those of you that are in here. So it's actually a privilege. Put your hands together for yourselves once more. So the link is not for the people out there, but those of you that are in here, you gain full scholarship from those courses I mentioned earlier. And we're also going to be having presentation from public schools. Now, we want to encourage these people. You know how it is in Nigeria, especially here in this country, where most of our public schools do not have access to computers and lots more, compared to the private sectors or the private schools, where they have access to all of these computers and everything that has to do with tech. So we want to encourage the student, and we also want to make them understand that they're not left out. How many of you love that? How many of you love what I just said right now? Good. So we want to encourage them, also tell them they're not left out, so that they go to a public school doesn't mean that they shouldn't have access to tech or to computers. Do we understand what I'm talking about? I have someone who is actually, okay, there are two kids, they were having a conversation, and the other one goes to a public school and the other from a private school. They're actually friends. While the child was operating the system, the other child that goes to a public school doesn't even have any atom of idea of what the child was doing. But guess what? The other child learned it because the child was actually going to a school where they were able to educate the child and all that. So it is not something that is quite encouraging here for the public schools in Nigeria. So we want to encourage our students as well to tell them they're not left out. Can you put your hands together for Havocs? So I want to assure you all that we aren't taking this program above 4 p.m. So once it's 4, we'll be rounding off right now. So stay back and relax. Enjoy the moment. Every moment we're going to have the open mic session, the link you're going to have access to the scholarship and also the presentations. All right. All right. Beautiful. So right now we're going to have Mr. Owen come up to present. But before he comes, I have the Port Harcourt's finest comedian. He wants to say goodbye to us. Please put your hands together for K.O. Baba. Put your hands together.
You know the funny thing? I know this girl. So she go track Zubu now for her side. Women. I don't understand how this particular girls. You have microphone voice and backyard voice. What was stranded along you? He was looking for his way. You tell one boy, you sit down with them back gate. The boy they look at. I'm looking for the small boy where they play with tire. Come look at him. You sabi speak English, you know sabi road. They just like to package you, don't mind her. But she's doing a lovely job. Please put your hands together for her. Okay, so I'm a marketer by profession. I understand marketing. I'm a comedian, but I studied marketing. I like marketing. In fact, I read marketing like every day, at least one marketing article. And so I know what it means to see rich people and then you leave. Please, right here is my show. my shoe. We can see him say, I will not sell. Somebody repeat that to me, say, my father. Kill Baba will sell. They say, I will not sell. I told people I'm not going to cancel my show. If you put off yourself, I'll adjust my time. Tammy, you're my witness now. Shiloh was working with me then. We did one, lockdown did, and say lockdown 7. I moved my show to 1 p.m. Aztec full. I collected my money. That, I think a day before the show, I buy a car for my wife. So you cannot stop my show in Jesus' name. But what makes it possible is people, yes. I complain and say I want to leave Port Harcourt, but it's hard when you have people that love you, people that patronize you. I'm not going to tell you to buy VIP. I'm not a wicked person. I'm not wicked in Jesus' name. But I just came in as I was going, I look over 500 people here, so I was begging. I said, even if I get 100, because I know that inside the 500, 400 wicked, the 100 people will get conscience. You can do this for me, support me. Go to www.telafricatickets.com and please buy ticket for my show. I need like 5,000 people to fill UI Event Center on that day. You buy ticket now, you don't put down for pocket. So when I got to now, I want to connect the phone and support us. So please, so I need you to support me. It's a comedy show, it's a premium comedy show. The jokes are clean and classy. The venue is EUI Event Center. The AC is chilling. And the beauty of my own event, ask questions, they will tell you. My own event is organized, very organized, no cutting corners. Even if you buy regular, there is drinks for you. There is soft drinks and water. Even if you buy regular. Yes, because some of my colleagues are greedy. How do I collect 7,000 naira ticket? I cannot remove 2,000 and buy something per person. Is that not wickedness? So even if you buy regular. But if you buy VIP, there is drink for you. There is snacks for you. There is Indomie pack from Mimi noodles. There is takeaway pack from Pop Cola. There is what in again? The only thing you will not get is girls. I don't used to give girls. Shut up there. If I had girls now, Tommy go agree. No, but I want you to support me, please. I need you. Some of you can't do it now, but you can do it within the week. I want to sell 5,000 tickets, so I need you to support me. If you have a company or a boss that can buy a table, my table is 5 million naira, so you can just help me. No, my table is, there is 2.5, there is 5 million. Forget about the 1.5 million naira when you don't almost finish. But just see how you can support me. I love Port Harcourt, and I've been going through a lot. I'm suffering. I lost my dad. Yes, I lost my dad. Forget about the years. He's dead. Who don't die? They say, how many years ago? So, is my dad alive? Yes, I lost my dad 1997. So you don't think. You should be concerned that since, you know how you are wicked. As I'm talking about, say, Church, since that time, this boy is suffer alone. So imagine me that I've lost my dad. As I speak to you presently, I'm squatting with my wife. I'm squatting with my wife. With 2 children. No, did I buy a car? That was in the past. Let my past go. Let's focus on now, but I need you to support me. Kenny Black, Gordons, Mudiaga, Danny Spry, Akpanokun, Titus of Flatmate, Okun Lagos. I don't want to let the biggest comedian in the country, we call him Father, will also be coming. It's a special guest appearance for now. We'll announce that later, but I want you, please, Easter Monday is public holiday. The time is 3 p.m. The time is 3 p.m. How many of you will buy this ticket? Let me see your hands up. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. If your neighbor's hand is down, look at the wicked person you are sitting close. If your neighbor's hand is down, you are taking risks. That person can steal your phone. I'm not selling tickets at the gate. That's the risky thing about it. You can buy from Kilimanjaro and Market Square outlet, but you can also buy online. Online is cheaper. Online, the tickets are on discount, 15% discount. A sponsor is subsidizing that for us. But Kilimanjaro, or you call, we do free delivery. You call this number, any of the number. The first one, the second one, now my number, I don't pick. I'm trying to pretend to be rich. I'm not rich. So help me, please. Should I kneel down? See this girl, no. See the way the girl carry short, yes. I resemble your ass, Sabi. God bless you, I love you.
Thank you, the finest comedian in Port Harcourt, Kill Baba. Put your hands together once more for him. So I'm very sure we're all ready to go, right? So we'll go together. I'm ready to go too. I want to be in that event. And I want to be with the VIPs. How many of you want to join me there? Oh, beautiful. I like that dream. Good. So it's going to manifest in Jesus' name. All right. So I have an announcement to make right here. I would like you all to know that there is a standout. It is over there. So there's a standout there where you can get your quality shoes. Not just shoes, but quality shoes. And guess whose brand it is? Oh, you're actually in the spirit. So those footwears are from a Feturi brand. So I'd like you to go there and get your quality shoes from her. We also have 20 free tickets for South Media Week. Go on Instagram at South Media Week. I'd like you all to go on Instagram right now at South Media Week and comment creatively on the pinned post. All right? So someone will be there to respond to you. Just comment on the pinned post. The link is at South Media Week on Instagram. I'd like you all to do that right now. So put your hands together as make welcome on this great stage, Mr. Owen. Put your hands together for him. Can we put our hands together? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Maybe for the last time today, you'll be seeing me. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know if they kept all these couches for me. Should I sit? I should stand. No scholarship for you. All right. So my name is Owen Gilbert once again. I'm a data analyst and a data scientist. So if you've been at Harcourt, you would have seen me as one of the instructors for data analytics at Harcourt. But today I want to do a simple talk on data analytics and what it's all about. What truly is data analytics? There's so much hype, so much noise. If you ask the random person what stack you want to do, aside from the most popular, they say, what's the easiest tech stack? What's the easiest tech stack to do, guys? Virtual assistant. I didn't say anything. If we ask what's the easiest tech stack, what are we going to say, guys? Graphics design. Are you serious? If I bring my colleague Daniel up here and he shows you what he does, you would run away. All right? Now, in my experience as a tutor, I've asked a lot of time, why are you learning data analytics? And the answer is, they said it's the easy thing to do now. It's the one that I can easily learn. And guess what, guys? It's actually not a lie. Data analytics is very simple. As a matter of fact, as a common person, you do data analytics every day. Should we try it out? Should we try it out? Okay, I need 2 volunteers, 2 persons. Please just come up. Let's do a bit of a practical. So let's just have 2 volunteers here. 2 volunteers. Okay. Come. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, face them. So today, these 4 persons, please space. These 4 persons are going to be, so let's group them, the guys and the ladies, yeah? The guys and the ladies. They are going to be entrepreneurs. And our audience today, you will be investors. I want to give us a peek into what the average business owner or whoever wants to make a decision deals with. Let's assume that on an average, in a month, the guys make $4.5 million. Yeah? On an average, in a month, these guys make $4.5 million. Hallelujah. On an average, the ladies make $5 million. Please, investors, who would we want to invest in? The guys or the ladies? No, leave sentiment aside. The guys make on an average 4.5 million a month. The ladies make 5 million a month on an average. Who would we rather invest in? Ladies, right? Whoever is still saying guys, we need to suspect them. Now, let me add more information, which in basic terms we can say data. The guys, their best ever month, they make 4.5 million on average a month. Their best ever month, they made $10 million. And on their worst month, they made 200,000. Do we understand? On their best month, they made 10 million. And on their worst month, they made 200,000. The ladies, on their best month, they made 6 million. How many did the guys make on their best month? The ladies on their best month, 6 million. And on their worst month, they made 1 million. Their worst month, how much did they make? Best month, beautiful. Guys, best month, worst month. Investors, who would you rather invest in? Why? Now let's have somebody come up. Why would you still be interested in investing in the ladies? Who wants to try? Please come. Are you a data analyst? You've not done data analysis before. Okay.
It's very simple.
Are you a supporter of the feminist community?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Yes,
all right.
I'm normal.
You're normal. Ha! Please keep your stones down. Please keep your shoes down. We understand what he means. Right. Go on, sir.
Okay. So, on an average, they make 4.5, they make 5.
Yeah.
That makes me pick them, first of all.
Yeah.
Their highest,
Yeah.
10 million,
Yeah.
6 million.
Yeah.
Then I'll be going to just side in a way. But then, going to the lower part, 200,000.
200,000. On
1
your worst
million.
ever month, yeah.
No. It's obvious.
It's obvious. Wouldn't you rather make 10 million than 6 million?
The chances of them making that is low. That's just the highest. So the probability of them getting to that point is low.
Do we agree with him? Do we agree with him? All right, thank you, sir. I want to add more information, more data. Can I go on? These guys have only made 6 million once. They've only made 6 million how many times? Out of maybe a record set of 34 months or 36 months. They've made 6 million once. These guys have only made 200,000 once. Guys, who would you invest in? Why? Investor, who are you going to invest in?
Well, now at this point, we all have different answers. But personally for me, I will still invest in them.
You still invest in them?
Yes.
Good. Can I add more data, guys? Can I add more data? If on the best month once, they only made 6 million, and these guys, I didn't give you this information, but on their best month, that 10 million, they've made it out of 36 months, they've made it like 12 times.
The guys.
All right, thank you. Please, let's celebrate ourselves. So please feel free. You can reach out to them after the event and invest. All right. Now, this is the beauty of data analytics. That everyday businesses are faced with the dilemma of making decisions that can either turn out good or bad. And they want to be able to make that decision based on a certain confidence level, which is what does my data say? I've just given us a real life scenario how we tend to want to play out data analysis, but we have a problem with, number one, having the right and the necessary data, right? Every time new data came up, our decision tends to swing from one axis to the other. Aside from that, we also saw that it is common, it is easy to make decisions because we could do some kind of statistical analysis, average, maximum, minimum. And trust me, there are so many others I didn't bother to mention. Otherwise, you would have chased me away from this platform. So data analytics is the use of statistical tools, measures, and why you're not a data analyst, even though you may have certain of this information private, is that if I give you a tool like Python now, you don't know how to influence that tool to make a decision. So the data analyst uses tools to analyze data so businesses can make decisions to either improve profits or otherwise. How many of us, our banks, send us text messages on your birthday? Can you celebrate your bank? I know we are not happy with them. Celebrate them. You're not happy with them. All right. How many of us, your bank sends you a birthday cake? How many of us know that banks actually send birthday cakes? But you've not received before. Is it cheating? Ah. How much do they make from you? They are able to perform analysis on customer segmentation so they know how to make their most profitable customers more happy and their less profitable customers without making losses. Now imagine businesses now, not just the banking industry, and we are going in such a trend where data analytics is being shoved in your face virtually with everything you want to do. And it's going to be like that in the next 4 or 5 years. Mr. Jonah Emmanuel, one of my esteemed bosses, was having a class on YouTube some days ago. And he was analyzing the information that YouTube was giving to him about his YouTube videos. He's a major YouTuber with over 160,000 subscribers. He does excellently with what he does. But YouTube doesn't care if you know how to analyze data. They throw your analytics in your face. Many of us want to be content creators, generate income from our content, and Facebook doesn't care if you understand data analytics. They throw your data and your analytics right in your face. So the world is heading towards a position where you would or you should be able to analyze your data to make decisions. What time of the day is best to post videos? What are the age range of my most common viewers? With all these things and all this happening, data analytics should not be something that should be far from your fingertips. A few days ago, I heard Elon Musk speaking on an interview, and he said in the next 10 years, AI is going to be smarter than the smartest human being. And I knew, because the world is heading into a position where we should be able to analyze data and be able to make predictions from our data. Whether you're a business owner, whether you're a techie, whatever it is you're doing, I'm only here to say that you will not be able to separate yourself and what you do from data analytics and from analyzing data in the next 3 to 5 years. Once again, my name is Owen Gilbert, and I hope I've made data analytics make sense to us. Thank you.
Are we ready right now? Are we ready? Please put your hands together for Mr. Uwe once more. Celebrate him. That was amazing. All right, now we have special giveaways. Special giveaways. Who's ready for that? I'm not sure you are ready. Are you ready? If you know you're ready, say, I am ready. All right, so we have a special giveaway from Blake. So if you're ready, put your hands together as I come forward for the giveaways.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nana, and I work with Blake app. And just like you heard earlier, you guys know what the app is about. We're about dispatch riders. So whenever you need dispatch rider, think Blake, download the app, sign up, and you can get started. Your first ride is free. And we have a special giveaway for 8 lucky winners. So if you have our handbill, that's the first start. Just check. Are you guys checking? All right. And we have a special handbill that has a raffle imprint on the handbill. Do we have it? Okay. It's not for, we didn't do it for everyone. So if you are lucky enough, you have that handbill. So do we have some of that imprints? Okay, so we are going to do a smart raffle draw. If you look at the raffle, there's a number in it. Okay, so this is pretty much transparent. And we're going to call the first number. So please look at your ticket, your handbill. The number 97. 92, sorry. 97? Okay. We are going for another one. Lucky number 28. 28. 28 is here. 028. Okay, fine. That's one. Let's go on for another one. 011. Do we have 011? 011 going. Okay, we have 011. All right, let's go again. Let's go again. 096. 096. 096 going. 025. Please check. 025. Okay, 025 is here. Okay, so that's 3. 056. 056. 056 going. All right. 010. What's your number? 05. So we have 5, 3 more to go. Zero 98. 098. 098 going. 067. 067. 067. Are you 067? All right. So we have how many left? 2 left. 053. One more. Who's the lucky person now? 093. Okay, all right. So I'll be calling on Mr. Paul. Are you around? Mr. Paul around? Okay. So congratulations to each and every one of you. So on behalf of Blake App, we're presenting this to you. All right? On behalf of Blake App, this is yours. On behalf of Blake App. On behalf of Blake App, yeah. What's next? All right, thank you guys, and please don't forget to download the app. It's on iOS and Play Store. Thank you very much.
Wow, congratulations to all of you that had the giveaway. Please put your hands together for them. So right now, before I make welcome an amazing person, he has come up before, Eze Maximus. I'd like you to also come up on stage, Fast Drive, Wealth Tech, and Teller for your 3 minutes presentation. We're also going to be having the open mic segment, please do not forget, and the presentation from the student. Please, Eze Maximus, I'd like you to come up on stage. 3 minutes. Let's also have Fast Drive, Wealth Tech, and Teller for their presentation too. Eze Maximus. Please celebrate him. Put your hands together.
All right, my time here is short. Okay, so my name is Mr. Eze Maximus, and I'm representing the Win Realty Limited. The Win Realty Limited is a choice real estate company here in Port Harcourt, with 3 years in business and having to serve in excess of 1,500 and 1,500 clients so far. So we are actually a big name in the industry. So what I'm here to do this afternoon is to encourage you, for many of the young people here who want to leverage real estate as a source of income, giving scholarship to anybody here who is going to access this flyer I'm having in my hand. They're going to share it around. We have an incubation system that helps to train you on how to sell real estate profitably and earn every month. You know, you can earn as much as 400,000 above every month through our incubation system. It's a paid program, but because of this event and being partners to this event, it's free for anyone who wants to join our team of Win Associates that will sell our products and earn at the end of the month. Then also for our investors, people that would like to explore investing into properties here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, we also have flyers that will be shared around. And for any of you who is in this event that want to invest in any of our properties, I'll be giving the MD's discount of 10% across all our properties. So, for example, our property going for 8 million, you are getting 800K of it is a lot of money. So, also leverage the opportunity. The flyers will be shared around. Do call the agents that will hand over these flyers to you, and you will enjoy those discounts. Once again, my name is Eze Maximus, and this is the Win Realty Limited, your choice real estate company here in Port Harcourt. Thank you so much.
Port Harcourt, good afternoon. Listen very carefully because I have about 3 T's with me. I have other giveaways, but I'm doing this one. But my name is Bright Robert. I'm the CEO of Intellitech Technologies Limited, the founder of Teller. So what Teller is all about, we just like look. So we're about airtime, data, and electricity. So we make it easy for users to use on their platform, WhatsApp and Telegram, very easy. Teller is just easy for everybody to use. We are just trying to break it down so that everybody will cut down costs and bring cheap data, electricity bills to everybody. Although another feature Teller is working on is tokenize when it comes to the electricity token, where you don't have to use token. You just put it direct and we charge your meter direct and all those ones. But now these 3 T's is going out for people here, and we are doing another giveaway. But the data giveaway is for like the people at Harcourt. We are giving that one. We are giving 10 gig for the students at Harcourt, for 10 gigs for 5 people for 3 months program at Harcourt. But this one we are going out. The first question is, what platforms are we use? Can you use Teller? No, I actually said 2 platforms. So what's the platform? Everybody is WhatsApp and Telegram. So I actually saw you first, so I'll give you the whites. No, it's not why you actually the first person there. Okay, the second one now, what's the company housing Teller? Everybody, okay, you're the first. She. Okay, so what's the future Stella is working on? Yeah. Now I'm not looking this side again, so I'm looking this side. Hey, I've actually said rechargeable data. I've actually said airtime. I'm sorry. If I have much, I would have given. But we are giving out Mr. Stewart. I don't know if he's there. So we are giving out 10 gig for 3 months for the student at Harcourt. So if you're doing any program at Harcourt, just reach out there and they will get back to me. So we'll do 10 gig every month for your program.
Good day, everybody. Good day, everybody. My name is Happiness Peter, and I work at Elabs Africa at the marketing department. Here with me is my boss, founder of Fast Drive. So today on Fast Drive, first of all, we're talking about the problems with e-hailing apps in general. Now we go forward to talking about the solutions, obviously, which is Fast Drive. We'll talk about the key importance and benefit of Fast Drive to drivers, importance to riders. We'll go ahead to talk about how Fast Drive works and the market opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good day, everybody. Godfrey, you need to look me like that. Good day, everybody. My name is Okechukwu Matthew. I run a software agency called Elabs Africa. And with my partners, we have launched an e-hailing platform called Fast Drive. And I also want to issue an apology. The software is supposed to be ready enough where everybody's supposed to be booking rides and come to the event. But due to some technical issues, we've been able to only get the driver side ready. So what's Fast Drive? Fast Drive is basically an e-hailing system. And the way we build the app, we built it in a way that is going to benefit not just the users who are booking the rides, we also built it in a way that is going to benefit also the drivers. So what are we doing different? What we're doing different is we're telling drivers that you don't need to share 23% commission or 30% commission with us. You just need to pay 1K daily to be on the app, no matter the amount of money you make. You just need to pay 1K daily. And even when you sign up as a driver, you are getting 30 days free. What that means is you are not going to pay us even the 1K daily every day for 30 days for free. You will drive, make all your money for 30 days. And immediately after the 30 days, you will start paying us 1K daily. So later on in the future, we can create a subscription model where you can just pay the whole 1 month at once. But with time, for now, it's just going to be you pay 1K daily to be on the app. And we're doing this because we understand how fuel price is high and how both drivers keep doing offline rides. And we believe that with this solution, it's going to be very fair enough for drivers to pay 1K a day to be on the platform. And right now, the app is open. Just go on your place. It's going to be available on Apple Store soon. But if you own a car and you're on this place right now and you would like to be a Fast Drive driver, all you just need to do is to go to Play Store, download the Fast Drive driver app, and sign up as a driver. The moment we get the amount of people we need as drivers on our database, we're going to release it open to the public to start booking rides. We've tested the app, it's working perfectly, it's very okay. We just need more drivers to be on the app and we're good to go. And it's cheap and affordable. When you start using it to book rides, you will see the difference. Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name is Chidera Gregory, and I'm a representative for World Tech. World Tech. So giving you limitlessness in a single device. So what's the World Tech brand about? The World Tech brand is a technological, innovative company that offers power solution. Basically everything like power, ranging from the gadgets that assist our day-to-day activities. But today, I'll be introducing the keyboard portable power bank, 2-in-1. Please, yeah, this is it. So this enables, church people, their tech is in church too. So this enables keyboardists to play their power bank anywhere, everywhere they go. Okay, when you have like outdoor events, anything, because we have like churches everywhere, and this bridges the gap of like the prevailing power crisis we have in Africa, in the world entirely. Okay, so next slide. So why would you choose us? Why would you choose us? Because when you talk about durability, we have high capacity lithium battery for extended use, okay? And our power station is fast charging and multiple output ports. When we talk about affordability too, it's very affordable because we've had like several people trying to compare our product with something that looks like it but not it. Okay, so we understand affordability, we understand portability. Okay, we understand that it's really, really durable in the sense that it lasts for more than 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so this enables you, whatever you're doing at any point, and basically for music lovers. So whatever you're doing at any point, you don't need to be interrupted. You would continue doing whatever you're doing up until when you want to do it, pending on the time management. Next slide. Okay, so these are reviews. We've actually, this bank, we've not just gotten feedbacks, we've also gotten referrals to say that this is just like coming out from his research time frame per se. We've gotten like referrals, we've gotten people that have used the product for more than 3 years and counting. So these are, okay, I'll read one. It said, I bought this power bank today and used it today. I used it for straight 3 hours and it's still full back. Kudos to the company. I didn't regret buying it. And this is like we sold as, break even. And so we'll be launching fully by March, okay, and we have like a waiting list. Basically everybody can use our product. Your nephew would want to play a piano, okay, your friend's mom that loves music would want to play the piano. So everybody in your corner, one person should want to have this product. In fact, I think everybody should, I encourage us that we should all be a part of the future of music tech, okay? And because music is something that heals the soul. Also, I have my team around for those of us that want to, be part of us. Okay, also we have like a portion, should I say it? We have something available where you can earn by being a World Tech brand ally. Okay, you get to partner with us as a high-tier like a partnership. Okay, it's not just ordinary partnership. It's the one where you have like direct contact with the brand, and you get to get first-hand information, first-hand programs, because we'll be going on lots of, like we'll be giving out lots of programs, and we'll be giving out lots of bonuses, so you get to have first-hand experiences when we finally launch. Okay, so we have just 20 slots for that. Thank you for listening.
Wow, that was amazing. Please celebrate her. Thank you very much. And I really want to appreciate each and every one of you for your passions. Like you've been here with me since morning. We really recognize that, and we really want to appreciate you. Celebrate yourselves once more. Please, I want to let you know that we still have the open mic segment that is going to be very interesting and also inspirational. I'm very sure you can't afford to miss that, because that's an opportunity for you to ask all the questions that you have all as well, and you're going to have experts answer your questions. We also have the link for the scholarship, so I'm very sure you wouldn't want to miss that too. So I'd like you all to sit back while we do that, and believe me, Oh, I thought I was putting on my wristwatch, but I know it's about past 3 right now, so we aren't going to stay more than 4 p.m., so we have less than an hour to round off. Please celebrate yourself once more. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate. So at this point, I'd like to make welcome Mr. Victor for his presentation. Put your hands together for Victor.
Tech up Port Harcourt. Huh? All right, all right. Can we have it? So I'm going to talk about something quite interesting. A very interesting concept when it comes to building products that a lot of startups are not, or startup founders really overlook. How many of us in the house would love to build our own tech startup? Let me see your hands. We would love to build our own tech startup, whether we're building currently, we're planning to build. Let me see your hands. So I'm talking about building is not everything, right? So some of us would have known a tech founder who have been building its application for like a year plus, 2 years now, and they're still building. They have not yet launched, right? Or you're currently building, and you're spending time building that product. You're spending time, years, building that product, right? And you come to a realization that building is not actually the real problem when it comes to running a startup. Building is just a secondary part of running a successful startup, right? A lot of startups in their early age, right, focus their energy and resources into building a perfect product for their startup, right? With my years of experience, I spent almost 8 years building this product for a young startup. And over years, I've discovered something quite unique, that these startup founders spend their time, resources in the early stage of development. That means they have an amazing idea or want to be the next Facebook. They go ahead and start building, and push to the market. And when they hit the market, something unique happened. They have discovered that this product they are building is either too early for the market, or there's no users in the market. So basically, they just build for themselves. So what does this startup founders miss at their early stage? There's one unique stuff this startup founders miss at the early stage. They hardly validate their idea. So this is how it happened. I have an idea of building the next Uber, or building the next Boats, or building the next Facebook. I take my money, get a set of devs, give them this money, and let them start coding. I don't validate the idea. And when it comes to product validation, right? Product validation really means that you are building something that the market needs. I mean, you're not just building a product for product you think the market needs. You're actually building a product that the market actually needs. So, in product validation, there are many steps, right? We have what we call idea validation. Talk to your potential customers. I want to build an e-commerce app where I sell shoe. I talk to people that sell shoe, that are currently selling shoe offline. How do they sell shoe? What are their customer base like? Get this information. Do your market research. And there's a unique stuff that we young startup founders easily overlook, our UVP. What UVP stands for is our unique value proposition. You are entering the market and you discover something. There already existing platform on the market. And they build a social media now. And we all know we have things like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the rest. These are big companies, and they already exist. So what make my startup or what make my tech product to be unique? That is my unique value proposition. Right. Now, coming up with your unique value proposition, and from there we come up with what we call our lean MVP. So most, and this comes from first-time founders, second-time founders, and third-time founders majorly. And this mostly happened when they finally learned their lesson and discovered that building product is not just about building. It goes way long, go deep down than just building a product, right? So that when you are building, I have an idea to build an app like Facebook. I go ahead and build everything that Facebook have. Facebook have video call. I build everything. Instead of me building that, I come back and focus on my unique value proposition and build my lean MVP. MVP basically starts from my minimum viable products. So this basically means the smallest possible part of whatever I'm building. I'm building a chatting app. It's not about me integrating things like video call, voice call, integrating everything, build my minimum value proposition, right? Let two users be able to chat with each other and push to my early stage market. Push to this market, what this does for you is that it helps you validate the idea with actual customers, not paid customers. Yeah, I've seen a lot of startup founders actually pay people to use their app, to see the app is working. These are paid customers. They will tell you what you want to hear, right? Because you are paying them to use your app for you. They will tell you what you want to hear, but you actually build that smallest version of your app and give to your early stage users. Let them use the app. And from there, you iterate based on user feedback. Not very well. As a startup founder, you are not building an app because you want to build an app, or you're not building a tech product or a tech startup because you want to build a tech startup. You are building a tech product for your users to use your application. So your app should basically revolve around your users' feedback. You give it to your first set of users, and they're complaining, this is a chat app that you are building. We need to be able to do video call because I used to video call. You can go ahead and integrate video call. This basically means you are integrating your application based on user feedback. Because your user want this, you are adding it to your application. You're not just using it because you think your users need this. I don't know if you guys get me. Then, after straightening down to your lean MVP, then you test before you build. And I know this is a very contradictory statement. How will you test something before you build something? Right? It's also build something, we're building an app. Let's build the app first before we test it. But you go by your drawing board, you test the app before you build the app. What this basically means that you're done with your MVP, getting feedback from your users, done with your market research. You test your idea in the market you're proposing it to and see if it's actually market worthy. Right? There was a statistics from Y Combinator, one of the biggest, if not the biggest venture capitalists in the world currently. And it's showed that in the first 1 year, 90% of startups fail. And almost 50% of the startups that fail in this 1 year, the reason they fail is because they don't have market validation. That means I build an app, I push to the market, and nobody could use the app. And most of these startup founders, what do they first? They spend their time, they spend their resources building instead of focusing on validating their idea. So now, what should startup founders do? Instead of just going ahead and running down to the street and start building the application, wasting your time, wasting your resources, what should they do? A lot of startup founders coming from traditional businesses. Traditional businesses, these are businesses that are not involved in tech, right? These are businesses that are not tech inclined. I'm running a supermarket, I'm running a construction company. You can be running a successful business outside tech, but when it comes down to tech, you have to rethink the drawing board, right? So a lot of founders coming from a traditional business mindset consult with consulting agency or consult with people already in the industry, or for them on how to streamline your business for you, streamline your ideas for you, to help you validate it early and build the minimum viable product to the market. Right? A very simple scenario that we usually give to startup founders when they come to our office is that, imagine you are the owner of a restaurant and you want to introduce the restaurant to Port Harcourt, for instance, now. All right? Port Harcourt, for instance, let me give a new kind of pizza, a pizza restaurant that don't exist in Port Harcourt. What you do first, instead of you going ahead to go and build the entire restaurant, furnishing it, before you start introducing them to your food, you first introduce the food to them and see whether the market like the food first, right? If they like the food before you now go ahead and build the restaurant. That is how it works in traditional business. The same thing applies in tech. You don't go ahead and spend millions building your application and coming down to the market and expecting the market to adopt to your idea. You give a small piece of that your idea to the market and let's see the market adopt it, then you go back and rebuild the full product. Then when you are done testing your idea, you cannot go back with your food chest, knowing that you have valuable customers. that the day you launch that application, they're going to adopt the application. Or the day you are done building, they're going to adopt the, whatever you are done building. Then you can go with your features and build the application. So now it boils down to the general game that instead of you spending your entire resources, because most people look at building startup as a very easy game. Yes, I put money. I put maybe 1 million, 2 million, 3 million down there and give my developers to build. And that is all, right? So, but if you are doing it in a more traditional business, you got to think that the building I'm erecting is going to cost me millions, right? And one of the most valuable assets in tech or in startup in general is your time, right? You spend time building a very super product and launch to the market and no user adoption. So to avoid this mistake, validate your idea. There's nothing like over-validation, right? When building a tech product, there's something like over-validation. Validate your idea. Let the market dictate for you. Don't dictate for the market. I have an idea to build the next flying car. Do you know whether in Nigeria we don't like flying cars? Don't dictate for the market. Create a small piece of that your idea, give it to the market, and let the market dictate for you. And in conclusion, what I would love to give is that, in my parting word is that, challenge yourself. Before you go ahead and start building that your application, before you go ahead and start building that your amazing idea, ask yourself, this idea I'm working on, do I have a single customer that's willing to pay for me, that's willing to pay for this tech product I'm building? Or don't have any prospective customers that the day I launch this application, they are willing to adopt it? If you don't have any customer like that, I'm sorry to tell you, you are not ready to build the product. Go back and validate your idea with the market. When you are done validating, before you come back and build whatever you are building. So, in startup in general, you need to understand it's better, startup is not just all about building, but it's better to build what people really want. So, thank you.
Wow, that was so amazing, Mr. Victor. Thank you so much. Put your hands together once more for Mr. Victor. Okay, I'd like us to go to Braidwave on Facebook, and I'd like you to comment on the last post that was made on Tech Up. If you do that right now, 2 persons will be winning this. So go on Braidwave on Facebook, make a comment on the last post right now. So we're going to be having another special giveaway. And guess who's going to do that? It is from Fraction. Put your hands together for him.
Are you guys cold? All right, just relax. You know, I came here earlier. I don't know, some of you guys remember. And it turns out, I said I was going to give one person here a very, very special gift if you sign up and verify your Fraction account. Well, we've taken it to the market, and like Shego said, we've validated the idea. And we've decided to give, because, I mean, the amount of people that have signed up today is just amazing. And we want to give more people the opportunity to win something, okay? So we are expanding it to 5 people. We're giving 5 people 5,000 naira. This is apart from the one person that's going to receive the special gift from us. So if you want to be a part of this giveaway, it's very, very simple. All you need to do is go to your Google Play Store app, download the app, sign up, get your BVN verified, and just go to your profile and set up your username. That's all. You will just see your 5,000 naira in your Fraction account very, very, very soon. Are you guys with me? Are you guys hearing me? Okay, so that's it. It's very, very simple. And at the end of the day, we're still going to give one person a very special gift. I'm not going to say it right now, but when we call upon you, you will see it, and yeah, you'll be very, very happy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Fraction. That was amazing. Okay, it is time for us to have the special presentation from our amazing students from the secondary school. So to do that, I would like to call on Snyder, OK, and Miyabi. Please come up the stage. Put your hands together for amazing students. Put your hands together for them. They're looking so good. Can we celebrate them? Oh, Snyder, you're looking so smart.
Hello everyone, my name is Niger. I'm an essential student of Community Secondary School, Azwabi. You see, we know that our future is very important and want to make a significant progress in our life. So I and my friends decided that we'll take our destiny in our own hands, and while we were researching and thinking how we could leverage technology to better position ourselves for a brighter future, we came across Furnishing Minds Foundation, and they eventually decided to help us acquire tech skills full of weeks now. And we are excited about the fact that we decided to take the initiatives and take our destiny into our own hands. We decided not to let the fact that we are students of public schools hinder us from understanding that there's so many opportunities today in the digital space for everyone. So I and my friends started some tech skills, and today we'll be doing a presentation, and I'm going to present to you two groups of people. The first group of persons could tell us how we could leverage programming to come up with something. And the second group of people will talk to us how they have been able to use AI to create something. So the question is here. Are you ready?
Hello, good day everyone. Good day everyone. Okay, my name is David Joshua and I'm here with my team member David, Michael and Winner. We are web developing students at Harcourt Tech Hub, and we were sponsored by Furnishing Minds Foundation. Can you hear me? Okay, I want you all to know that we are students of Harcourt Tech Hub, and that's to say that the teller gig data, we are also partakers of the teller data. Am I right? Thank you. Okay, media, please help us. We will be showcasing a project we did. We barely started. We started about 4 weeks ago, and we were given a project. We want to showcase. Media, please help us. A project we did by ourselves with the help of our tutor. Can somebody celebrate my tutor, Sachinedu? He's out. Yeah, you can celebrate us. Thank you. It actually took us 4 days. 4 days due to our school schedules. We had to come back from school, get refreshed, come to Harvard Tech Hub, and with the coach of our tutor, we were able to do this. Yes, thank you very much. We were able to, can you screw? Thank you. So we did this by ourselves in the space of 4 days, and we have the vision to do more. And we want to say a very big thank you to Havox, and thank you for giving us this opportunity. We love you all. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is David, and these are my team members. This thing that we did, we uploaded it to GitHub and we deployed it to Vercel. That is how we got it. Thank you.
A very big thanks to group 1. So now we're calling on the second group, and I'm telling you, you'll be amazed. Let's give them a round of applause as they're coming forth.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie. I'm from OCSS Ogniba. I love telling and writing interesting stories, but today I'll show you how I and my colleagues were able to use some AI tools to create videos for our stories. So firstly, I opened my browser, and after I opened my browser, I went to chat.openai.com, and I created an account for myself, and that's how I arrived at ChatGPT. So the title of the story is Unspoken, and the story talks about the challenges teenagers face and how they are not understood by their parents. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Daniel Moses,
and I'll just continue from where she stopped. So when she finished generating the script, we took it to an AI tool called InVideo AI. We imputed the scripts generated from ChatGPT as a prompt in InVideo AI. And then it generates an interesting video that you can watch on your screen. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Fatai Adinsola. Likewise, he said, through the in-video, in-video has actually played a vital role in generating these videos you see here. But we still need to tweak a little, and that's where the CapCut comes. CapCut is a basic tool used for editing videos. We use the CapCut to edit these videos you see and make it look relatable in the eyes. You can guess what, and this is how we came about with our CapCut. Thank you.
Now, chill, let me tell you something. So we came across another tool like the ChatGPT called the DeepSeek, and we explored it, and I decided to use it to create a real estate brand for, I decided to use it to create a compelling marketing video for a real estate brand. And as earlier stated, results we have gotten already. Now, if you're in search of any business ideas or you want new ideas for your businesses, you can as well ask DeepSeek to give you some information. And I trust that they will give you the best information for you. I still remain Rehoboth from OCSS Oginiba. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the program.
Wow, so inspiring. Can we celebrate them once more? Please celebrate them. Wow, that is to say they're not left out. Some of us, when we are at their age, we don't even know how to turn on the computer and see what they're doing right now. Please celebrate them once more. Put your hands together. Thank you very much. Now it is the main time we've been waiting for. It here. Like I told us, it is here. Guess what we're going to have right now? Who can tell us? Yeah, after this section, we'll have the food. All right, so it is time for the open mic section. It is time for you to pour out your heart. All of those questions you have, it is time. We'll have experts to answer all of your questions. But before we move on to that, I'd like to make this interesting announcement I believe is going to also excite you. Now, from the fraction, I don't know, they said, you should come to the back. That's the first 5 people that set up the username in the fraction account should come to the back and get their 5K. So you just have 5K right now for setting up your account. So you can go to the back and get your 5K from them. Isn't it exciting? Can you put your hands together once more? All right. All right, so I'd like you to do that. If you know you're among the persons that set up the account, can I see your hands like this? The fraction account. All right, so I'd like you to go to the back and get your 5K. It's quite interesting, right? Okay, did any of you get inspired from what the students did? Okay, what motivated you? You got motivated, right? Who can tell us whatever you got from what they did? Please, if you know you have anything to say, okay, please come up. All right, briefly, so we can go over to the open mic segment and our food. Okay, just tell us in a second what inspired you.
The AI guys, the fact that they simply searched for something through ChatGPT, it gave them the script, so they didn't write the scripts themselves. Then they took that script, took it to another app, and the app came up with the video for them. So they took an idea, they gave it to AI, and it came up with everything for them, simple and done.
Beautiful. That was really inspiring. Thank you very much. And right now we're going to have on this stage these amazing people that will inspire us. It's time for us to get to ask all of our questions. So please put your hands together as we make welcome on this great stage, Mr. Paul and Minibo. Please put your hands together for Mr. Paul. Also put your hands together for Owen Gilbert, for Jonah Emmanuel, for Sokaribo Senibor, for Precious Tom. Also put your hands together for Rachel. Put your hands together for my amazing tutor, Miss Queen Annie Nendar. Also put your hands together for Somkene Mama and Bright. Put your hands together for them, please. Celebrate that it is time for our open mic segment where we'll ask all of our amazing questions. That's after the open mic segment, we're going to have the item 7. Believe me. Yes, you've stayed here from morning up to this time. Why not? You're going to have your special meal, and you thank me later for it. The card. Yeah, the card is. Please get me the card. Okay. All right, let's have you. I'm going to call the names again. We have Mr. Paul Aminibor. Please come up the stage. We also have O.M. Gilbas. He's already here. We have Jonah Emmanuel. Please, Jonah Emmanuel, we need you up here. We also have Sokaribo Senibor. Please come up. We also have Precious Tom. Please, we need you up here. Rachel, Miss Rachel, we need you here too. We also have our special tutor, Miss Queen Annie Nenda. She's coming up. Please put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. It is because you aren't celebrating. That's the reason. We also have Bright. Thank you very much. Wow, you are looking so elegant. Miss Queen Annie Nenda. She's my special tutor on digital marketing. Please celebrate her once more. She's looking so elegant. I couldn't recognize you. All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Paul is here. Bright Harcourt. Mr. Jonah Emmanuel, please come up. Yes, Bright Harcourt. Or Rachel, yes. Rachel, Miss Rachel. Please get all of your questions ready.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so I want to thank the host, Ms. Constance, for giving me the privilege to do this. I'm not allowed to climb the stage. You don't stand where big men are sitting. So I'll be hosting the open mic segment, and here is the idea. We want you to ask questions. They're going to tell us what they do. Ask questions. If you want to go into tech, like ask that burning question. There are people here that are so good that they can give you answers. And I assure you, once we're done with this, we're going to take, they're going to tell us how we're going to get the scholarship. I'm aware that about 123 persons here are going to get scholarship to be trained for about 3 months in different tech skills. So we're going to get that, and then I think we eat together. So I'm going to start with, sorry sir, I don't know you actually. So you can take the mic and tell us your name, and then your stack, what you do. Not as a founder now. We know you're a founder, but probably the tech skill and stuff like that. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bright Robert. I'm a software and a develop engineer. Recently, I earned another title called a vibe coder. So I just removed the coding and I add vibe engineer. So probably like, you know what software is, you know what the DevOps. So the vibe engineer is just like, I use AI to code. So AI is just my second assistant. So I interact with it and it interacts back with me.
Okay, you can give to the other young man close to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is still Paul Aminibo. It hasn't changed, right? I'm a tech business developer. I also write some lines of code here and there, but I develop tech businesses, tech products for education.
What do you use to develop it, sir?
Some piece of code. So I still write code here and there, right? And I build tech businesses.
Thank you. Young lady.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Wow, I like the energy. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful faces. Please celebrate yourself. All right, so this is Miss Queen. A lot of you know me as Miss Queen, Content Queen, whatever you choose. I'm a marketing strategist. I help product startups to be able to enter into the market. Simply put, that's what I do. Thank you.
Okay, sir. It seems we've met you before, but probably would have forgotten your name and what you do.
I'm honored to be here in the midst of all these big people. Anyways, good evening, everyone. My name is Sakari Ball, Sendibo Sakari Ball. And basically what I do, so you guys are techies, and we have a lot of founders here as well. So basically, I'm the guy you talk to when you need to go from ideation to MVP, when you need to improve your operations, gain a level of traction, and as well as receive funding. So I am a startup advisor, basically. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Precious Tom. Before being a founder, I am a developer. I write front end, I write back end, I do a bit of DevOps, I design sometimes when my mood allows me, and I talk to servers a lot. Beyond these two, I sort of consult with other startup founders who are building credible solutions to help them navigate the murky waters of markets and build, of course, a successful startup at the end of the day. That's what I do.
Probably for the last time this time. Okay, my name is Owen Gilbert once again. I'm a data analyst and a data scientist. I've given us a clue of what data analytics or data analysis. But for the aspect of data science, if you were here at the beginning of the program when the CEO of Chigisoft spoke, he talked about data science and the future, being able to predict people's preferences, being able to predict things. So in data science, I use Python and different libraries like TensorFlow to be able to make predictions from existing data. I'm also a tutor and an upcoming YouTuber. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Obrine-Okuma. I'm a product designer at Avox Tech Hub. I design intuitive and user-friendly website applications. Thank you.
All right, hi and good evening. Focusing on the tech and digital space, my name is Jonah Emmanuel, and I am a digital marketer. I am a YouTuber, a YouTube coach, and a creatorpreneur. Thank you.
Okay. So please, I'm going to start with, let me start with Hercules. Hercules, you said something about DevOps. Please, what is DevOps, please? And what do you need to get started in DevOps? And what are the opportunities in DevOps?
Okay, first let me explain DevOps. DevOps is the developer interacting with the operations. So as developers are interacting with the operations, making the code to us, I'm the one making it work on the server. So whenever they push, I just pull it and make it work on the server. So if the server is down, they have to hold me responsible for it. So the DevOps, the developers, they have time to do all their code, the operations, they have time to do all the documentary and tell developers what to do. They push, so I'm the one putting it on the server to make it work. So if you want to come into DevOps, probably most times I tell people you must have understanding on how servers work, because DevOps is a wide platform whereby apart from the AWS, DigitalOcean and all those, you have to understand how Linux work. We have different Linux kernels. So when you're coming into DevOps, actually being in a network space, because coming into it will take you a longer time for you to understand. Like AWS is a wide range, wide thing. DigitalOcean, wide, the same thing. So if you're coming, you have a little understanding how Linux work, different OS, and if you come, I feel you scale through.
Thank you. Paul, please. You said something about code, and a lot of persons here that will want to know what coding really is, right? So what is this coding thing, and who can do coding?
Okay, I said I just do a little of coding here and there, but I can still answer your question. When we talk about coding, it's just zeros and ones. You just keep typing on your system. Before you know it, you get a red or green screen, and that is it, right? Basically, programming, before you talk about programming, we'll talk about languages. Just like you say, I know how to speak. Before you can speak, you must have a language to speak with. If you're speaking, like I'm using English, I can use my dialect fluently. I can speak French. This is what happens in programming. So we talk about programming, we'll have what's called the programming language. This is the language you use to communicate with the computer, right? You're telling the computer, I want you to place a button here. When you place the button, give the button a background color red. When you give it a background color red, give it a border, make it look beautiful. And also, if someone eventually clicks on that button, do this for me. If the person does it this way, don't do it. Tell the person to do it this way. So you're basically giving the computer an instruction to operate. This is what.
Can you give us an example of these programming languages you talk about?
We have, basically, I will start from the most popular one, which is JavaScript, which cuts across all the different stacks. When I say stacks, I mean different parts of programming, right? We have the front end part of programming, we have the back end, we also have programming in DevOps, we have programming in data analytics, we have programming in, mobile development, right? So when we talk about these different stacks, we talk about JavaScript as a programming language, which you can use for your front end, back end, even for cybersecurity. You can even use JavaScript for your AI and machine learning. We have C++ for the OGs in the room. We have C#, Python for data analysts and machine learners. We also have Java. We have that powers Flutter. Flutter is used for mobile development. So we have wide range of these programming languages. But then don't be confused. It's just like we having Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, French, English, and your dialect.
Thank you.
All of these, I'm not done, please, just 1 minute. All of these languages are very important. So you might want to know which programming language you should go for, right? So don't be confused. All of them are important, but go for the one that will help you do everything almost once, right? Like I said, JavaScript. Can you use JavaScript for your front end, back end, cybersecurity, data analysis, machine learning? So if you can use one programming language for everything, why not go for it? Instead of learning this, learning that, and at the end of the day, you become confused. Thank you.
Okay. So please listen. If you have a question, like I said, anything, as long as it's tech, they will answer you. And I also believe there are very knowledgeable people here, and they can as well answer us. Okay, so let me get to Queen now. So please talk to us about marketing, really, and how we can be able to, or how we leverage tech to do marketing, maybe for businesses, for startup, just like you said.
All right. First off, in simple terms, marketing for me is just like making noise online, right? Previously, before the digital age, Before I can sell something, I would have to go buy it, right? Let me take for instance, before I can sell a phone, I have to go to the dealers, get the phone, and then walk down the street. Sometimes we do door to door and tell somebody, I sell phone, come and buy. And there's a limit to that because how many doors can I get to before 24 hours ends? How many people can I talk to before the day goes off? And the digital age came about, and now I can sit in the comfort of my house and market to billions of people, right? Marketing is not really, what would I call it? It's not really hard. Let me use the word, the way we make it look. Marketing is just all about personalization, right? I see a lot of people in the online space selling stuff and the usual, come and buy else, I will go back my village, right? Apologies, but no apology. Nobody cares if you go back to your village or not. You should actually. It's important to understand how to personalize things. Even if you walk up to somebody's doorstep, nothing changed. The principles of marketing has never changed, even from the traditional age. If you come to my doorstep, you don't tell me, buy, else I go to my village. I'm going to shut the door at your face, right? You're going to tell me why I should buy, the reason for whatever, and you need to sell it to me. Let me speak to the ladies in the house. How many of us know we have what we call human hair? Please just raise your hand if you know that. Okay. How many of us also know that there's something called fiber hair? How many of us know there's something called Chinese hair? Previously, majority of us females did not know this. We didn't know. Our own is, I want to buy Weavon. I want to buy wig. Anything. But recently, we started hearing things with human hair and sponge. We now start differentiating. This is because the online space as Harcourt, vendors now has come about to, sometimes you see these people educate us about the different types of hairs that are available. Now, if you look into market online, a lot of people would say, I don't know how to do it.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Can you in 1 minute tell us those tools or channels that we can actually use to enhance this, just in 1 minute?
If you hadn't cut me short, that was where I was going to.
Okay,
so
please.
Thank you. So in this digital age, right, a lot of us says, I don't know how to do it, right? And the funny thing is, if I ask any of you now to please bring out your phone, let's take a picture, let's go live, let's do something, it's very quite easy for us, right? Every gossip on the online space, we know how to do this. So these are tools we can use to market. Your Facebook that you spend almost 24 hours scrolling through reels and laughing through comedies. The TikTok, you do your dance challenges and everything. Majority of us are on Twitter, the Twitter banterers, right? You are there and you can use these tools to market. It is very important that there's something I usually say. If you can consume from other people, then it is also important that you create yours also that people consume from you too. You have to be valuable. You can exist on earth without existing. So you need to find the right channels to present your existence. So please, I hope I do answer your question.
Yes, I think they will have more questions. Okay, so over to you. Please, we have a question here.
Okay, okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matthew Karan Sofian, and I have a question specifically for all the founders here. How do you sort out good investors? Let's say, for instance, you have a startup. How do you get good investors? How do you get investors who are not cutthroats? And how do you bargain very well with your investors when it comes to maybe company equity or something like that? How do you bargain and look for good investors? Thank you.
Founders in there. So you got the founders now. Founders. Huh? All right, okay. When it comes to investors, what I always tend to recommend is, first of all, you see people trying to raise money and not understanding what exactly they need money for. So you tend to see a lot of founders, they're basically, I need 500K. And then when you sit down with them to have a conversation, what do you need 500K does for? There is no solid structure on what that money is meant to be used for. So when it comes to investments, there are a couple of things that you can do to ensure that you put your best foot forward. Number one is ensure that you know what the money is meant to be used for. And if you're going to go after VC funds, ensure that the money is meant to be used for expansion. And this is why I say so. The startup journey, there are different stages to it. There's the ideation part of it, there's the problem solution part of it, there's the product market part of it, which I explained in the morning. And it is in the ideation part of things, it is always good to receive money from friends, family, and fools, basically, because you have a lot of risks. The money can blow, the money can go, you can fail. So at that stage, you look towards receiving money from your friends, your family, and fools that are willing to basically invest in you. But if you have to go towards VC funds, remember VC funds are not free. They are dear for a reason. They need to make back that money between 7 to 10 years. So it is more like an investment into you. And once that money comes in, it comes with a lot of pressure for them to be able to make that money back. So it is always best, if you have to go for VC funds, let it be that you need the money for expansion. You've already gained a level of traction, and you know if this money is coming in here, I am able to use this money to get more money. Okay? So that's one thing you have to be clear of. The stage of, the first one I said was knowing what you want to use the money for. The second thing is know the stage of your startup, and the stage of your startup determines what exactly you should be able to go for. And then the third thing I would say is basically getting everything you need to get in place. In the sense that there is the due diligence that has to be done, there is deal rooms that you have to create. So your pitch deck, down to getting all of the registrations that you need to get, down to the regulatory. Now, the business landscape has different parts of it, the marketing part of it, the licensing part of it. So you have to ensure that you have the ability to be able to receive all of those funds. So legally, are you registered? Are you able to receive all of those funds? So with that, I think it puts you one step closer, just one step closer. There's still a whole lot of parts. Come for consultation. Thank you.
Okay, so if you have any questions, let me see your hands. Please come forward because of the speaker.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, sorry, good afternoon, everyone. Evening, sorry. Okay, my name is Gideon George. Okay, it's a very, my question is about blockchain, yeah. It's not something, because I've been here since, I haven't heard anything about blockchain technology. But I've been doing some research based on blockchain technology. My question is, how does blockchain technology involve in AI, data analysis, and security, privacy, and every other stuff? That's the first one. And another one is, how can someone become a blockchain like a blockchain dev within this society? Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Paul, please in 1 minute, please.
Okay, it's very simple. We've not talked about blockchain technology, or you've not heard, because it's technology, right? It's technology, and you can't put technology on nothing, right? So I want you to have in mind that before you talk about the blockchain technology is supposed to solve a problem, right? It's supposed to solve a problem. So if you have a problem that you think you want to use blockchain technology to solve, then it's clear. It's very easy. You're going to find your path. You're going to see how that problem requires blockchain solution, right? So it's not like blockchain technology will just come from nowhere. That is the narrative we want to change. Like, tech shouldn't be on top of nothing. Do you understand? Tech shouldn't be on top of nothing. Tech should be on something. Business, or any program. So if you have a problem you want to solve with blockchain technology, then everything, the resources about blockchain will be available for you. Right, the second question he's going to answer.
GM. You actually know the answer. So the thing is this, so I'm answering the second one, how do you become a blockchain developer? You've actually heard about Web3. Have you heard about Web3? So let's leave Web3 aside, let's come to the blockchain now. You being a blockchain developer, learning blockchain is very, very expensive. Starting from the Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, and all those ones. So now if you want to learn blockchain now, you now learn how to build on smart contract and all those stuff. So in all this one now, learning blockchain is very expensive. You hardly see hubs do it. So you have to go down one, you go and learn it yourself. So when you learn it yourself, that is why you now join this GM. You understand? You hear about Web3 Port Harcourt, Web3 Uyu and all those stuff. So but the thing is this, you first of all do that search, because a Web3 person or a blockchain developer, the few ones I know who don't have that chance to teach you, they will not. They're always working. They're always losing money, either on the test net or on the main net. So are you clear?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Pepo Timothy. My question goes to my boys. Yes. You talked about using AI to write code. And my question is, if I can use AI to write code, of what importance for me to come for physical class? That's my question.
Okay. Okay, the thing is this now. When I say I use AI to write code, it's like, I have something I'm building. AI makes me more faster and efficient. I can write everything AI is doing for me, but I want it to work immediately. Now, the essence of you coming to learn now, coming to class, is just that you're coming to class to come and know more. If you don't know more, AI is just like an expo. If you're coming to write an expo is people that know how to use expo, that know expo. So that's AI. If you don't know how to use AI, I like guy, server will send you bill.
All right, it's very simple. So I'll take it this way. There's a difference between development and programming. Please take this today. There's a difference between product development and programming. AI does not do product development. AI does not know what your idea looks like. AI can produce a button. AI can give you a fine button that will hover, that will animate, so beautiful. AI does not know what that button is supposed to do for your business. Do you understand? AI cannot come here and produce a business idea and make it unique to what you have in your mind. So this means that there must be a human to control that AI. A human must tell the AI, okay, I want to build a logistic app like Blake. But I want it to run only. With bicycle, not motorcycle. And I need to understand if all of these business ideas and business models come from you. You're going to lay the foundation as a developer. So this is where AI comes in. I've done all of this, and in the course of producing this, developing this product, I need to add a button. I'll just say, okay, give me a button. I already know what a button is. Just that I don't have the time to start writing it on my own. I'll say, AI, give me a button that with background color red. AI will give me, I'll say, okay, add an event listener. When I click on this button, I want to query my database. AI will do it. I already told AI what my database looks like, right? I'm going to design my database. I say, okay, when you get this data, this is what the data is going to look like. So you must be a developer before you can use AI. And you cannot be a developer in your house. You must either learn from digital creators or learn from hubs. So, my brother, you must learn before you can use AI. Thank you.
Let me also add something to that. As a tutor and a trainer, I strongly encourage my students to use AI, but not with the conventional AI is a cheat, make I use and solve my problem and move on with my life. And the reason is because if all you use AI to do is to generate the code, one day maybe network issues or somebody may call you, explain what you've done, and then it's going to be you and your God without AI, and most likely your God will not help you that day. So what I advise anyone that wants to learn, AI is not your enemy. AI should be your friend. It should be an enhancer. So if I tell AI, please, I'm a data analyst, generate a code for me that's going to analyze this data and find out where there are anomalies, I already know that. You, the student, may not know. So what I would advise them to do is, okay, I've already taught you this in class. Go home, try these problems. If you're finding it hard to do, now go to the AI tool and then ask the AI to do this for you. When the AI does it, don't just go ahead and copy the code and bring it back to me. Because I use AI. If you bring code that AI, I will know. And I will only remove one thing inside that your code, and you and your AI, you will cry. So what I would rather tell them to do is, if AI generates your code to you, ask AI to explain the code to you. Right? That's how AI becomes part of your training or part of your tutor. So AI, why did you do this? Why did you do that? If you see me on my chat GPT, we are like friends. It has a special name for me. I have a special name for it. Like, hi, Razor. I say, hi, bro. And so on and so forth. So AI is not your friend. Don't use AI as just a shortcut to only get what needs to be done and go, especially when you're learning. Rather, use it also as a tool to learn. And like they will say, we over here at this part of the world, we are only used to consumption, right? Maybe you need to think about how to use AI to do something rather than just, the cheat code convention that we know.
Good evening, everyone. Because I want to ask a question. My question is, you guys are always telling us about learning tech, but if you are not telling us about the challenges in learning this tech and the challenges people face in learning this tech, the sleepless nights, the depression and all. If I'm making me feel like it's all rose and all that.
Okay. The truth is, this is how I'm going to approach the question first of all. The truth is, if we come out very clear from the onset, you go wrong. That's the truth. You go wrong. That's where the roles of mentors and people that guide you are there, right? If we tell you the truth, you go wrong. At some point, there's one of my colleagues. When he was learning coding, that was years back, when you don't have AI and all that, right? He used to jump his school fence to go to a cyber security to go and learn. And there was no videos, YouTube videos back then. So it's more like books he was reading to write code. And nobody wrote the code you want to write there. So you will study it like you were studying for an exam. So you already know the challenges that are there. If we go full-blown and give you everything in details, it may not turn out well. But maybe from now we'll start telling you more of the problems.
All right, I want to do something unique with this. Do I have any caterer or bakers in the house? Do I have anyone? Please just come forward. Okay, thank you. All right, so please be very honest. Very, very honest. Tell me the core challenges you face as a baker. You're a baker, right? Yeah. All right, the core challenges you face as a baker.
Good day, everyone. One of the core challenges you face as a baker is because of the competition in the space. There are persons, food is an act. It all depends on what you come up with. Like myself, I can decide to make cake with orange peel. One of the core challenges we have is marketing it and actually making what people want.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so I was looking for, he said one of the core challenges he faced was competition, right? And marketing. Okay. I would use just what he said to do what I want to say. This is unique, right, to every other industry. If I call, what is it called? A footwear startup or whatever, and the person will tell me also that cost of things, this and that. When I started out in tech, how many of us use itel phone here? itel. My phone is one that I can be in a meeting and the phone will just trip off. The phone can be 100% and it just trip off. But then again, I was always attending meetings, I was always doing. Now, if you use iPhone phone and you walk up to me, be very honest, and you say you want to do tech, and I tell you point blank, you cannot. What will be your reaction? Now, we don't share challenges, not because we don't want to. I would say 4 years, 5 years in tech now, but my journey starting out wasn't easy, right? My brother is doing, cousin of course, is doing wedding, and he said, I would want to go and learn wedding, I don't want to do tech because they used to make big, big money. This is 2 years in, and he's still learning. He's still learning. He said, I call him every day, and I'll be like, what's up, whenever they make the money, I need cash from you. And he'd be like, Omo, and they find money for the next practical. I beg wait first, right? There would always be what? Challenges. There would always be things you meet along the way. The question is, I want to do tech. The question you should not be asking is, what's the challenge? You go meet challenge. Whether it be tech or anything, the question is, why do you want to do tech? Is it because Mr. Owen said data analytics is the new oil? Or Bright said DevOps, now then the rain now, vibes engineer. And then you come in and you now be like, Bright not tell me say to be vibe engineer, I got kill myself. Bright not do you anything. No. Now you will not ask the right kind of question. So I think that should answer it, really. If you want to know the challenges there is in tech, the principles I would always say, the same way it is in the vocational side, is how it is in tech. The principles did not change. It didn't. So thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, let me just add 1.5 item to what she said. She did not really answer your question. I feel for you. The challenges you're going to face in tech is money to get started. It's very expensive to get started in tech. Right? You're going to buy a laptop, you're going to be on data, you're going to have access to electricity, and of course, the most expensive thing in tech is patience. You need to have that patience. Because let me tell you, even though you're going to programming, there are times your laptop will not come up and you break your laptop. But the only thing that will save you is patience. There are times your program will not run. The only thing that will save you is patience. There are times you apply for job, even when you're in tech already, you apply for job, they will reject you. The only thing that will keep you going is patience. So these are the challenges. Get your money to get started, to buy your gadgets, and build up your patient level. Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Let me add to it. That the part of the data and electricity part, think about Teller. Think about Teller. The data and electricity, think about Teller. Now, the thing is this now. I know one thing, when you're learning tech, there are days you will not get special, as you don't want to open your laptop. What is tech? What is, let me just leave it. What is keeping you going is your passion. Why am I in tech? If your main primary target is coming into tech is because everybody is making money, I bet you 6 months you're gone. You go back to where you came from. But if you're coming to tech based on, I love tech, I actually love this part, you stay longer in tech. and your passion will be running in tech. So remember, that days you don't have data, you don't have electricity, and you have meter. We are there for you.
Good evening, everybody. My question goes to Sir Jonah Emmanuel. He's someone I admire so much and has inspired me a lot. And so I just want to say that I have an idea. I've had an idea for, let's say, a month now for a YouTube channel. But I've done a lot of research, but I'm not very sure on how to go about it. So I'd like to know your advice for someone like me who wants to infiltrate that space. And can I reach out to, like, not just Nigerian audience, but the general audience as well? Can the algorithm help me reach out to the general audience? Thank you.
All right, before he answers the question, we're going to do something very interesting to make this segment very interesting. I'd like to make welcome on this great stage someone who's going to tell us her tech story. Please, let's put our hands together for Amanda Ekata. Put your hands together for her. She's looking so elegant.
Throughout my life, I've always wanted to do something great. I always felt like there was something special within me. I wanted to explore, be creative, but I did not know how to start off. A certain day in 2022, I and my friend were discussing about his tech journey, and it seemed interesting. So I asked more about it. Although web development was rampant at that time, I wanted to stand out. I did not want to learn what everybody was learning. And so I told him to tell me about more tech stacks that I could join or learn. The moment he started talking about mobile development, I said, yes, that's the one. I did not even wait for him to finish. The idea that people actually build the apps that we use every day on our phones really intrigued me. And so I started learning at Harcourt. But the thing with life is that if you are not ready for something, you cannot be great at it. And so I had distractions, and I eventually quit learning. I deeply regretted it and tried so hard to get back to learning. I tried learning online courses, but I could not hold myself accountable. I was also still very distracted. Fast forward to 2 years later, it's 2024. I'm now in 300 level, and we're just about to go on the CWES industrial training. And so I see this as an opportunity to get back to achieving my goals. I said that this time it will be different. And mind you, my mindset at that time had changed from the young, distracted girl to the woman I am today. And so I started learning at Harcourt again, but this time I had the drive, I had determination, I knew what I wanted, and I was aimed at getting it. My first week, I asked my instructor, how can I start earning from tech as soon as possible, remotely, in dollars? He laughed. But what he told me that day really changed my life. He told me that the best way to get into the job market and start earning money is through internships in tech. And so I said, how can I land these paid internships? At that time, I had gone off social media for about 6 months because I really wanted to clear my head and really ascertain where I was at life. So he asked me, are you on social media? I said, no. He said, what about LinkedIn? Do you have LinkedIn? I said, yes, but I only opened LinkedIn in 2022 just because I had no post, nothing. And he told me that I needed to create a visibility online. I need to show people that I can actually do the things that I say I can do. And so he encouraged me to post each week on LinkedIn about the tasks I have, showing people what I can do. It seemed like a very hard task because LinkedIn is super professional. I did not know how to show up. I was scared. But my instructor did not just tell me what to do. He also held me accountable to my words. After the first 3 weeks of learning, I had a task that I had completed. And he sat me down, brought out a camera and said, start talking about what you did. It took me about 2 more weeks to post that video. But the next day, I realized that it had gotten about 8 likes. And so I was excited. And then it eventually got over 49 likes with some encouraging comments. The week after, I was excited to share my journey. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is what I learned. And yeah, I showed up again. That post also got engagement. And from there, I started to see that, yeah, this could actually help me. And I started expanding my community. I started creating connections with people all around the globe. And while doing that, I found a community of developers, 1% developers. And then I reached out to the organizers and said, I want to join the community. The community consisted of tech stacks, people from different tech stacks, juniors to seniors, and would have sessions every Saturday where they talked about the job market in tech. And so it made me to see LinkedIn in a whole new different light. It was not just about posting code anymore and what I did every week. I learned to build my brand, but not just build it, but also to polish my brand. And I started to share my ideas, my opinions, and then I saw that people really wanted to connect with me. People liked the way I thought, the way I think, and they connected with me. In just 3 months, my connections grew from less than 50 to about 400 plus. And what comes with good visibility? Job offers. I was able to get job offers before I even finished my training. At the 3rd month, people started reaching out to me from all over the world. I was like, who am I? It was so amazing. I mean, I knew that I prayed to get a job, but I didn't expect it to come that fast. And so there is something that I learned from the 1% developers, is that reaching out is key to success. I wanted to speak at an event some months ago, and I applied for it. And then I also reached out to all the organizers. I did not eventually get to speak at that event, but guess what happened the next day after reaching out to the organizers? One of them got back to me and said that their company is looking for mobile engineers, and that he looked through my feed and he wants to know about my experience. I was awed. I saw the text message. I was going for classes. I was like, ah. So I told him about my experience, and we eventually got to the technical interview phase. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I landed my first job as a mobile engineer intern. So it was so amazing. And to be honest, my journey has been nothing short of amazing. And I keep thanking Jehovah every single day because of it. What can you learn from my journey? Okay, let me first talk about how it is with me today. Today I am happy. I am still working at that amazing company. I am in my final year now, and I am constantly upskilling, and I'm also part of the WOW Foundation chapter for my university, where I continue to try to give back to the community, to talk to children and let them know that, yeah, it's possible. There are a lot of things you can learn from my journey, and the first one is that you need to hold yourself accountable. You need to be ready to stand out. You need to achieve your goals. You need to have that mindset. Secondly, reaching out is good. The worst you can get is a no, and rejection is always redirection. Be ready to put yourself out there. You never know who's watching you. And also, join communities, join mentors. Mentors, you can never have too many mentors because these people want to see you succeed. So, I am Amanda Ekata. I am a mobile developer, and I am only 8 months in the tech space. Dart is my first language. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Amanda. That was really inspiring. Please learn to show yourself. Tell people what you do. All right, let's get back to the question. Can you ask the question again?
Okay, I said that I had an idea, or I have an idea, for a YouTube channel, and I really don't know how to go about it, even though I've done some research. And I would also like to know, because the idea is something that's meant to be very general. So I want to know if the YouTube algorithm would also focus on a general audience or just focus on the Nigerian audience.
All right, let me answer your question. You said you have an idea for a YouTube channel, but you're not sure of how to go into it, right? It's as easy as, first of all, you make your research, okay? Check if there are other existing channels that do what you do. Look at their view counts, their subscribers count, and that will give you an idea if you should go into it or not. Now, talking about having different kinds of audience is dependent on the kind of content you make, all right? The kind of content you make will determine your audience, okay? As of last time when I checked, last year, my channel was being viewed in over 138 countries of the world, here from Nigeria. That tells you that YouTube can actually push your content into several parts of the world, but that is dependent on the kind of content you make. Let me give you a very easy example. Let's say, for instance, you choose to go into something political, and you're always talking about things like the APC, the PDP kind of thing. Most likely, the algorithm will push your content to the Nigerian audience, because that's actually the geography that kind of stuff exists. Even if you get people from the foreign world or the first tier world countries, it would literally be Nigerians in diaspora. Okay, so talking about pushing your content to first world countries or other kinds of countries, it will depend on the kind of content you make. Okay, what niche do you want to go into? Entertainment and history, exactly what I'm saying. So if you go into history, you're giving history of, let's say, tribes in different Nigerian states. At that point, you don't always expect that the algorithm will push your content to the white guys, except you're doing history in general, where you do probably history of some ethnic groups in Nigeria. They look at some other places. They look at India, look at maybe other nations like that. You have the algorithm push your content to other countries. It works like that, yes.
All right, so to make this quite brief, we're going to take a question from each role all at once, right? So that our audience can all deliberate on it. So from the first role, does anyone have a question here? All right. There's someone in your back. Please give me the mic.
All right, my question goes to Mr. Owen. Please, what's the key difference between data analytics, data science, and data engineering? Thank you.
All right. I'm coming. Anyone from here? Sorry, someone here.
Good evening, everybody. I have 3 questions, and my first question goes to Miss Rachel. As a product designer, why did you choose product design, and how did you put yourself out into the market? Thank you.
So my question is, what are the opportunities that are available in the educational tech space for persons who are passionate about education for children and young people? Because since we came, we've been hearing back end, front end, this, that, product manage. Some of us are not really, I don't say interested. Yes, for some of us, we're not very passionate about that. We're passionate about education to young people and children. So how do we leverage tech in that space? And again, why is it that the educational tech space, people don't really talk about it? It's barely heard. People it's less heard in our community, especially in the tech space.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. I want to ask my question on the presentation from the Chigosoft's CEO. He said about the Industry 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0. So my question is, as a newbie in tech and copywriting specifically, what's the place of copywriting in Industry 5.0? Does it have relevance? Thank you.
All right, and our last question.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, I'm Mike here by name, and I have two questions for both Precious Storm and both Precious Storm. Okay, just one. Okay, for both Precious Storm and Mr. Zakoli, these are my two idols when it comes to startups and everything. So I want to ask, when it comes to building a product, and it's more challenging because a company is all about building a great team. And then when you have a great team, there are a possibility that you are going to come out with a great product, right? And then I'm building a product, and my first team, we are about 10, and then from 10 we became 8, from 8, and now we are 3, because we have to downsize, and you get volunteers, and these volunteers, it's not free. There are financial commitments making to them, and then the rest. And at the end of the day, what on their profile or on their CV is not what they are doing, and then it's challenging when you at some point when you get to communicate, and communication is something that I had to fight with, right? I had to get communications, like I had to fight for feedbacks, and it was that terrible then. I had to downsize a whole lot of persons, and now we are at the venture of launching our product, and what makes, like from this line, what makes a product successful? It's your customer, like your support team, because if your product is out there and you don't have a well support team for that product, it's going to fail. Now, my question is, I'm trying to rebuild my team from scratch. How do I go about it, and how do I not look at CV, and then how do I kind of look at someone and then know these persons are actually efficient for the work, even without them communicating? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Precious, would you like to answer that?
Hi, Mike. Okay. I'm going to recap what you just said in simpler terms. You had a team of 10 that downsized to 3. Is that correct? And this is as a result of the team people you had are not exactly optimal in their role. Okay. So I think the first important thing you need to do, and this is a mistake possibly first-time founders make, I once made that mistake as a first-time founder, is having an idea, wanting to build out this idea into a product, and for some reason thinking I need a marketer, a product designer, a UI UX, a sales, blah, 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 and blah, 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 customer support and the rest, right? And then go ahead to find people who I believe would fit in these roles to help me build out this idea into a product and possibly beyond. I think a different approach would work. The first and important approach is setting up operations, processes in place. And now here's how practical it can be. If you want to hire, for example, someone who is responsible for development of products. I do not completely expect you to have the technical ability to read codes, understand codes, and etc., especially when that is not your fault. But I believe as a person who is sort of in charge of these people, you can find someone who has this knowledge, work with these persons to set up processes, and these processes would in turn inform you whether or not this person is adding value to your product. For example, GitHub. GitHub is a public tool that allows developer build, push code, and then you can definitely see what timestamp the last push was made. These are processes in place that would help you see whether or not this person is adding practical value to your company. Or is it people in the marketing department? You could set up operations in places that would enable you tell whether or not these people are bringing in users to basically use your product through possible referral systems that would enable you tell who or who brought what and at what point this person came on the system, what this person has done over the time. Simple things like even Excel sheets to help you create list of possible opportunities that they have to outreach to. Comments like, okay, I have reached out to this person, I have not reached out to this person. These are operations in place practically just for your business. I don't know what exactly the business is about, but when practical operations are set in place, you would not chase people for feedbacks. It is clear to you what and who is adding value to the company. And automatically, to respond to... Okay, just to round up, right?
Yeah.
The reason I suspect you have downscaled from 10 to 3 is, of course, the obvious reason you stated. These people were not entirely giving you the right feedbacks you deserved. How you would fix that going forward is not hiring for the positions you want to fill, but hiring for the necessity the company needs at that time to go from where it is to where it should be next.
Okay, thank you very much. So for our other question on EduTech, education in tech, why I choose product design and data science.
Let me talk about that education in tech.
You will do the three of them?
No, only the education in tech, because that particular part, I just like, she's actually saying my mind. Now the thing is, the sister.
Please, just 1 minute, please.
Sister, why you're hearing we are not talking about education in tech is this that, like me, I came from the financial aspect. I actually want to have gone into the educational aspect too, but the educational aspect, I have an idea around it. But how do I go into it when I've not been in that sector? So if you're there, if you have the idea or want to build something around the educational sector, it's either you look for somebody you build, you tell him how you want it in your brain, and you guys work together, and work, or you learn code and build it to some, build an MVP, then you employ people to bring it up. So like me, I came from the financial aspect. I'll tell you everything around me in my head. My survival plan is finance, money.
All right, sorry, let me add to what he said. You know, I'll put it this way.
1 minute, please.
Yes, please. In that industry, when we're talking about using, providing tech solution to that industry, we look at it in two ways. It's either we're building solution for them to consume, or we are teaching them how to create solution for them and other people to consume. There are two things: building solution for you or teaching you how to create solution. So it is very, very, it's very, very complicated in that industry, because these students, their minds are already made up that they're going to learn biology, chemistry, and right. Now you're coming to teach them C++ or JavaScript. Tell them, okay, this is your mathematics. You can actually use JavaScript to write some code to solve this your mathematics, right? In that way, you're now teaching them how to build solutions. Or you can also talk about building solutions to enhance teaching of biology. You're building, you're using augmented reality and all of that to teach this subject. So it's very complex. Just like he said, it requires someone who is in the industry to figure out a particular niche to solve a problem. Either you're solving a problem by building solution to enhance teaching of the core subjects, mathematics, or you're teaching the children how to build solution using tech skills. So
okay, Mr.
those
Paul.
of you in the industry, come up with solution, meet
All right,
those
Mr.
of
Paul,
us
that was
here,
amazing.
we'll build solution
So
for you.
we'll
Thank you.
answer the last question. What is the role of copywriting in the industry 5.0, right? Rachel, do you want to answer that?
I'm answering the question she asked why I chose product data design.
They can meet you personally. That's a personal question, right? Or do you want her to answer it? Oh yeah, please do.
Okay, so first of all, personally, I'm an electrical engineer. So I was so curious seeing website applications. So I just wanted to like, how did they design this? How come all of these applications can be utilized and we can access it, we can interact with it? So I said, okay, whatever thing it takes, I'll have to like see what it is and I'll go into it. So that was my drive. So I wanted to actually create, solve problems. So I always say to my students that design is not just about the colors, it's not just about whatever thing you want to put in your Figma. Design is about solving problems. So the little text, the little buttons, the little animation, whatever thing you want to put in your design, it should solve a problem. So that is it.
Please, let me end with this, please. The person that talked about EduTech, are you a teacher? Okay, you talked about doing EduTech for kids, am I correct? All right, if that is it, I'll be quite controversial, but then I would say this from my experience, okay? I've been into teaching for like 12 years. 2025 will make me 12 years in the teaching field. And I can tell you this, doing an EduTech product for kids is not too advisable, especially if you're focusing on third world kids. Reason being because, number one, the kids do not even have access their own, what do you call it? Their own probably mobile devices to access these things. They will literally have to depend on their parents. And even the parents in quote too may not be able to subscribe to your product, right? So what do? You could build tech things. For me, I started by teaching STEM. I teach STEM, science, and I teach 22 courses online. I was a classroom teacher for about how many years? I moved to the online space, and that was like YouTube. From YouTube, I started sourcing if I didn't even source for them, they reached out to me. I started teaching people from the US, the UK, that could pay as much as $500, $400 in a month. And the teaching there was just 2 times in a week. I had one funny message one day. Somebody chatted me and was like, my kids love your teachings and everything. Can we hire you for a private class? I said, okay, how much do you want to pay for a private class? She said 40,000. How many times for a month? How many times a week? She said you teach 4 times in a week. How many hours per week? She said for each day, she did like 4 hours each day. Then on Sunday, 5 hours. Now, yes, compare that to the US guys. In fact, I screenshotted it and I laughed with it, right? Compared to the US guys, you'd have to teach just 2 times in a week, 2 hours. You're earning as much as $500, right? For 4 persons. So I moved from the whole YouTube thing to entering into blogs, right? While I was building, I was now seeing comments, we need other things. We moved from YouTube to blogs. And I can tell you, YouTube alone, before I quit my physical teaching job, I was sure that my online teaching stuffs could pay me at least 7 figures on its worst time every single month. So you're now having that teacher that teaches the same classroom thing, but then in a higher dimension. From my experience, I stopped working with this third world kids because, trust me, that market is not good. Even what they pay you, if you convert itself in a month, and the kind of stress you have to put yourself into, trust me, you don't want to go into that. So if you think about building something for kids in EduTech space, please focus on the white guys. Controversial, but that's the truth. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. This was so inspiring. Thank you very much. You can go back to your seats now. Thank you so much. All right, I hope you're having your food right now. So like I said earlier, are we excited? So, oh, you do not have your food yet. Don't worry, to get to you, definitely. And you're going to enjoy the meal. So right now, we're going to do the scholarship part. Okay, it's displayed already. That's the QR code. So I would like Ms. Queen to talk about it.
All right. So prior to this time, we had some brands come in with the Tech Up Otako team to sponsor some young minds who will be willing to learn a tech skill for 3 months at Harcourt Tech Hub. And we just have a limited slot, but there's a catch here. Please. There will be someone at the back, right, with a banner. You can go scan. Please, this is only available to physical attendees. After now, this will be shutting down. So if you would like to be part of this, right, you have to scan the code. Please, listen carefully. Just like they said, it's very important that if you want to come into tech, you listen attentively. Scan the code, and when you get to the website or the landing page, pick a sponsor. Pick a sponsor. If you are caught registering more than once with multiple sponsors, that's the end of it. Pick a sponsor and register for the course you want, and that should be it. Pick a sponsor. And like I said, you can go to the back after now and sort whatsoever issues you're having, right? We're not rushing you. But then again, pick a sponsor when you finally get access and register for a training course. Pick one sponsor, register once, do not pick more than one course, please. So this is the criteria. If you can just follow this simple step, then be rest assured that you might get a positive feedback. If you have any other questions, you can come to the back about this, and it will be answered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Queen. Please put your hands together for her once more. Please do not forget to scan the QR code. And if you're having any issue, please do not panic. Just go to the back, and your question would be given. Okay. Okay, while you're eating your meal, I would like us to entertain ourselves too. So all those that participated for the Spoken Word Challenge, please can you come forward?
Today,
the Spoken Word contestants, please come forward.
The internet has changed a lot since its early days. Today, we use it for everything from shopping to connecting with friends. However, the internet we use today, often called Web 2.0, has limitations. One major problem is control. A few powerful companies control much of the internet. They decide what content we see and how we use their platforms. This can limit our choices and even censor our voices. Another concern is data privacy. Every time we use Web 2.0 platforms, we give away our personal information. Companies track our online activity and sell our data to advertisers. This can feel invasive and leave us vulnerable to data breaches. Finally, Web 2.0 often restricts our financial freedom. We rely on banks and payment processors which can charge high fees and limit our access to financial services. This can be especially problematic for people in developing countries. Web 2.0 has brought many benefits, but these limitations are pushing us towards a new vision for the internet, Web 3.0. Before the likes of Facebook and Google, the internet was a very different place. This early version, known as Web 1.0, existed from roughly 1991 to 2004. It was a simpler time characterized by static websites with limited interactivity. Imagine a library filled with digital brochures. You could access information, but you couldn't easily interact with it or contribute your own. Most users were passive consumers of content. Websites were primarily informational with limited opportunities for user-generated content. While simple, Web 1.0 laid the foundation for the internet we know today. It introduced the world to the possibilities of online communication and information sharing. However, it wouldn't be long before the internet evolved again, ushering in a new era of social connection and user-generated content. Around 2004, the internet underwent a significant transformation with the emergence of Web 2.0. This new era was defined by interactivity and social connectivity. Platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter allowed users to connect, share content, and interact in ways never before imagined. Web 2.0 became the internet of social media, blogs, and user-generated content. Suddenly, anyone could be a creator, sharing their thoughts, ideas, and experiences with the world. E-commerce also flourished, fundamentally changing how we buy and sell goods and services. While Web 2.0 brought incredible advancements, it also introduced new challenges. Centralized control, data privacy concerns, and limitations on financial freedom became increasingly apparent. These issues paved the way for a new vision for the internet, Web 3.0A.
Okay, my name is Nana Honorable Felix, and I'm actually the Chief Executive Officer of Lake App. I have a background in petroleum engineering, and when I'm not doing any of those aforementioned things, I am a data analyst. Okay, ideally, Lake App is for everybody.
Good evening, Port Harcourt. I can see you guys are enjoying your meal. I will just take 5 minutes of your time while you enjoy your meal. My name is Chinemerem. Okay, my name is Chinemerem and I'm from BloomPay. And BloomPay is a real estate investment app. So we noticed a lot of you have lands, you have properties, and those properties, just buy them and keep them. So we came up with this idea of developing those properties, and you are the ones that are going to develop it. So you're not just going to buy land and keep it, you're going to also develop it. So we came up with this idea. We came up with an app where you can develop real estate without, actually owning the real estate. So you can make money off your friend's property. Your friend has a land, you can make money off that land. Your friend has a building, you can make money off that building. And what we do is to develop that building. So I will like us, because of time limit, I would like us to go to Play Store and App Store, search for Bloom App. It has this logo. Search for Bloom App, sign up, take a screenshot, and send to the number. I believe you all have the flyers. Send to the number on the BloomPay flyer WhatsApp. Send it to me, and we'll give you 5,000 naira on the app. So if you do that right now, send to the WhatsApp, and then we're going to credit you 5,000 naira on the app. So it's a very, very simple process. Just go to Play Store, go to App Store, search for Bloom App. Bloom App is spelled B-L-O-O-M. Then app is on Play Store, is on App Store. And you can also refer people to the app and make money from it. Okay. It's very easy. Thank you very much.
All right, that was an amazing offer. Please put your hands together for BloomPay. That was so amazing. I know you're enjoying yourselves already. Please enjoy your meals.
Okay, please, thank you. I want to thank us for staying with us from morning. Our idea of Tech Up Port Harcourt is to build one of the largest grassroots events that people can come gather and talk tech. So I want to thank you. For those of you that are registering for the scholarship, if you're having issues, meet them at the back. They will attend to it. But before we leave, I want to do this. So those of you that follow through the publicity of Tech Up Port Harcourt, for example, we had volunteers that were doing amazing work. So I would just want to ask you to do me the favor of honoring them by clapping for them, please. Just help me clap for them. It was pretty much tough. Every day they had to carry out tasks. I also have someone else I want to thank. If you watch the publicity we did, we had over 300 designs produced, right? Please, Daniel, can you come up? So I want to specifically thank our graphics designer. In short, I remember this week, 2 nights, he had to spend all night at the office just to make sure. Producing over 300 designs just for this event. I want to thank him. So for those of you doing business, you want your logo, you want your design, Dan is your go-to person. He will give you fantastic stuff and you pay for him. On behalf of myself and the rest of the Harvest team, I want to thank the volunteers led so much by Miss Queen. You guys did an amazing job. And thank you so much, Queen, as well. Most of you didn't see her the better part of the event. That's because they were busy preparing your food. Please, can we clap for them? So thank you, and I hope to see you. But please let me not forget, if you know you didn't register, please do, because Tech Up Port Harcourt 2026 is going to be amazing. And there is going to be preference for those who are here today. And I just want to say we'll see you the last Saturday of March 2026. Do have an amazing day.
However, the internet has changed a lot since its early days. Enough websites with limited interaction. Web 3.0 envisions a future where users have more power and freedom online. This new internet is built on innovative technologies